Damn, dude.
But in fact, they're so real. And what DJ said was not picked up by the podcast because that's the part I cut out.
Yeah. Just DJ.
DJ's the party cuts out.
Yeah, it's weird. There's just like a black square.
Just a
we
black
can't call it
square.
that.
That's terrible.
We've installed a wall.
Can you make me really blurry and then say that like I'm special?
Oh yeah, can we do
ops
the
or something?
the voice garbled thing on it?
Yeah.
That's what we did for the episode when you came back. We had everyone on the like YouTube video, but then yours was just a blacked out.
Oh, like a
with a
Smash
question mark.
character?
Yeah, question mark.
For our intro.
Yeah,
haven't unlocked
yeah,
you
we
yet.
did that for you too.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's DJ Bog!
Thank you, Mike. I'm gonna time you off for 1 second though, because it does include my last name.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
Womp womp. Hi friends, how are we? How are we?
Right.
I still
Look over there.
look
Wrong
over
place,
there.
wrong
No.
time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Good evening.
Good evening.
We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We'll go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, we'll pick up where we left off last week. As always, I am Don, and I will be playing Ether Revia, the Grave Domain Cleric, unless someone moonbeams me, and then I'll still be Ether.
In the mouth.
He's never
I
been
mean,
He'll be
moving.
he'll be ether in
You
his
don't know
mouth.
what he looks like under there.
Oh, I checked.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mike.
When's the last time you checked?
When was the last time you did?
I got new legs.
8 months ago IRL.
I got new legs.
That was just yesterday. Hi, I still haven't thought of anything clever yet. I'm DJ and I play the Himbo Paladin Nesgrim.
There we go.
Spot on.
I'm Paul. I play Felix Gray, the Mystic.
I'm Glenn. I play Vorst, the Giant Slayer.
Oh, that's so
We think.
Who thinks that?
Only in title.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed giant slayer.
Uh-huh.
I'm Chell. I play Thariel. I also don't have anything clever this week, unfortunately.
I'm Sarah. I play Ritora, who still firmly believes she can save everyone.
And you will. Maybe.
Have faith, Sarah.
Delulu.
Have faith.
It's a little trait.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, I'm John. I'm the Dungeon Master for Oshuamp. Last week, we split up briefly to investigate some areas inside of Alglatha proper, here on the 4th floor within the Healer's Ward. We went through some areas inside of the Assistant's Quarters. We explored further into the Hierophant's office and his study. We read through the letter from Bor Firehand out, or from the Hierophant of Herb out to Bor Firehand, thanking him for the gems that was received, and appreciation for the beautiful work that his daughter had put in, and his hope that the ritual that she perfected would be successful in saving the King of Alglatha, as he is also contaminated with the rot. Felix went downstairs, explored, found a university hall, also stumbled upon a scholarly man and his anatomy project.
real interesting situation.
Hey, dude, again, you look for an anatomy class.
No, I just was looking around.
I know, but you asked for Science 101. Yeah, so...
The science of attraction.
Yeah, right. Felix
Chemistry, one might
got
say.
chased away by a scholarly man and a frost giant skeleton that was being commanded by the scholar. He ran back upstairs and was like, hey guys, fuck. It's real bad. It's real bad. We should be quiet. We utilized a good, keen sense of awareness for the positioning of silence inside of the door into the healer's ward, recognizing that the scholar and the giant utilized more of a sense of tremor sense, utilizing the ice formations here within Alglatha to find things that were moving within a certain radius of them. We worked our way around them, effectively kited them really well out into the hallway, beat the shit out of the scholarly man who eventually died and became a weird plague mist goo that tried to enter into the nose and mouths of Nesgrim and Ether. Unsuccessful. Shucks. No. And then Vorst catapulted the shit out of the chain, which yeeted the frost giant skeleton across the hallway into the banister overlooking the lower portion of the wraparound staircase. It cascaded over the stairs and then crashed, rattled and rolled, bones jokes, down the stairs. leaving a cacophony of sound into an entire additional castle floor that is really acoustically set because everything is covered in ice.
I'm standing behind silence. I couldn't hear anything.
It's the smoothest, flattest, most carrying walls with zero dampening we could have
As-
envisioned.
Did it
They
sound like when those videos where they drop like a rock down?
Yeah, like I had said last time we played, it was Pippin knocking the bucket down the well.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking of a very specific sound when they drill holes in ice and they drop a rock down there, and it sounds like lasers.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, but no, it's not lasers.
Okay.
It's a giant falling down some icy stairs,
That
crashing
was the
in.
sound of a giant
We don't need
falling
lasers.
down the
He's-
stair.
He's
Yeah, I mean, based upon the positioning, genuinely, there are a few people that are inside the healer's ward that would not hear this. Sound would not pass through the grounds of silence. So it would only be the individuals out here in the hallway that would hear the, like, roughly 10 seconds of extremely loud, very grating, echoing noise of just like, crunch, crunch, boss, boss, bam, way, blam, blam, bam, oh, bam,
Just imagine.
oh, yeah,
Just
Al
imagine.
Pacino. Hoo-ah.
I imagine it's a lot like Archer when he drops the bowl in the kitchen and you just
Yeah.
hear the bowl spinning for
Yes.
half.
Yes. That's where we're picking up. Y'all are in the fucking hallway, and there's a few people in the healer's ward. Scholarly man had died. Skeleton just got fucking yeeted. I'm gonna say that we're out of combat initiative proper because I know that my skeleton, that was what I was rolling for an extended amount of time. Not all of the D20. That was just me doing fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me doing fun shit, but like the initial rolls that I had done were like, do I think that this thing dismantled? Yes.
Yeah. Will
That
it
just
reassemble?
So it sounds like it dismantled.
Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like it shattered and broke
Pieces,
into.
you start hearing all the different pieces.
Uh-huh.
hitting
It's just
every-
xylophone
Yes.
voices.
Is it the Lego sound when you're assembling the Legos in the Lego games?
Yeah, it's when
yeah,
DJ does
correct.
the legs.
Oh.
It's just
I
xylophone.
can't do it on stream. Sitting.
Yeah, I don't know. My knees do make a sound when I do that.
Is it saran wrap?
Ugh. Yikes.
The moment right before it breaks apart.
Your knees.
See a doctor.
I'd like to check in the armory.
You turn around, you can see that the armory itself is a
Oh wow.
long thing. Oh dear. Long, thin, rectangular shaped room, only about 20 feet in width, so 20 feet deep going in. It stretches out about 80 feet. You can see that in the back opposite side from you, to your right, as you're looking in. You can see that in the distance, there would be frozen over a small desk. In the areas around it, you can see several coats of arms, weapon shelves that look like they have frozen over long polearm weapons and some swords, and bows and arrows, things like that.
All right. I should take my time and look around.
Sure. Anyone else doing anything during this tentatively safe moment?
I would probably wave to the other party members, like, after flying back into that way. Be
Yeah,
like,
because you were in the hallway.
yeah. Including, like, Felfool and all of them. Be like, we should probably stay together. Let's.
Would the
Yes.
sound have not traveled through the walls into the, like, medical ward? I just want to know if we heard
Anything.
anything.
No, I would say that just because of the size of Silence the spell itself, it had completely filled that doorway.
Now we know it works.
So, like, you might see some shaking of the ice, just because permeation.
So as far as we're
Little
aware,
bit of
everything's
snow, like-
normal.
Yeah. Yeah, but very minimal.
Just creep out into the
Bonk.
main area.
This area is obviously very dangerous. We need to figure out what we're doing and how we're doing it. Hopefully fairly quickly.
All right, well, let's get out of the hallway.
Hello.
Felfool, what are you doing? Let's go. Come on.
Sorry. I'm dying of plague.
Well, stop it. Let's go.
I'm trying.
Aren't you not dying here? Just chill.
No, it was
No, that was in the other.
It was
Chill.
Are we going
in the Hierophant's office.
into the hallway or back into the healer's ward? I'm confused.
We're going back into the hallway.
I think we should probably see where Felix has gone, but there was another door in the Hierophant's office. That entire area was not covered in snow, so it might be worth investigating further into his office.
I thought it was just.
Wasn't there a second door?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a second door.
I think if we're gonna do it, then we should move quickly. Then 'cause
Agreed,
should
but we
probably-
need to get Felix first. As you said, we should stay together.
I'll go get Felix. You go and investigate the door.
Okay.
Can't go invisible.
Are you? I don't know where everyone is. Are you
Pretty much
coming?
everybody's in the hallway right outside of the healer's ward. We were having the discussion of somebody going to get Felix because he went into the adjacent armory thing that he had seen. So, like, he just dipped away some roughly 60 feet into a clearly visible opening area for what would look like it is an adjoining room attached to this hallway.
I'm gonna head
And
up.
then-
Team, go get Felix.
Okay. Who's going to get Felix?
You are.
Forrest.
And Thariel.
Thariel. Is anyone else going on team get Felix?
I think
He's got no
Aspen
spell
would go.
slots
Yeah.
left. Get him.
All right.
I'm so low on magical energy, please.
You go with
I'll
Ether.
go with
Frail old
Ether.
man.
Yeah.
So then Ether.
That's the
Retora.
youngest man.
To be clear, I would be waiting in the hallway until they return.
I will
Oh,
not be
I would not
going.
actually be leaving.
Cool. All right. So then, yeah, the three individuals that are going on Team Get Felix, and you guys walk roughly 60 feet away, slightly downward angle, go over towards this opening area. You would see Felix, I'm assuming, standing inside this armory checkpoint for visitors that had to declare their weapons and leave things behind, looking at, I don't know, which of the things would you inside find the most interesting?
Well, knowing that this place was frozen over a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
and Arthur mentioned dwarves about the guns, I'd be looking for guns.
Make an
They would
investigation check.
Definitely check any dwarven visitors, probably a little more harshly than they would,
Hmm?
assuming elves, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can make an investigation check.
That was a natural 20, John.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I will tell you that as you go through this area, you see no signs of guns whatsoever. They first 1,600 years ago, I know my origin for the proclamation of guns being introduced into the world.
You know for certainty. There's
Yeah,
no
genuinely,
guns
this
here.
is one of those, like, you thoroughly investigate all the weapon racks. You investigate the desk of the receptionist that obviously would have checked in. Like, you can see that there's a logbook. It would be frozen over. On the front page of it, it's various names for orcs, for elves, for dwarves in general. All of them would be checking in simple martial weapons or bows and
Okay.
arrows and things of that nature.
There's nothing like cool other than that. It's just like mostly, well, like nothing named. Like nobody had like a named weapon that they dropped
I
off.
mean,
and it was
some
like-
people would have
it was
definitely
like,
been
what the
like,
fuck?
you know,
Old Faithful? I don't know.
Old Faithful. Yeah, I would say
Old
like,
Yeller.
Oh no!
No!
put it down. No, I can't.
It was checked in by an owlbear.
Now
Yeah.
that's a cursed weapon.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a good poll, Joe.
I would say that it would be more that like the people would have had their own monikers and titles and things like that, like the Hunter.
As we know, people say.
Yeah.
People say.
People say.
And this book is like encased in ice.
Yeah. So you'd only be able to see like a frosty covered over like front page for what would have been the last people being checked in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as they're walking in, I'll be pulling out like a piton or two to try and fucking.
Yeah, I gotta know, where are the guns?
To say grumble.
I mean, the hunter is like, who fucking walks around like the
That's literally where I was going. It is Hunter Beasley.
fucking A?
Felix, are we sure? What are you doing?
I'm checking out this registry of weapons.
You're supposed to read those.
I'm trying to. I can't. It's a block of ice. You want to help me out here?
We just made a lot of noise. We should probably get moving before more of your friends decide to show.
You're right. And I start.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull out my sword and bash it.
Feel it.
Yeah, with
really
the
good.
pommel.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can make the attack roll against the ice.
14.
Yeah, I would say that again, it takes only a couple of seconds for him to just wham, bam, bam at like the four corners of the book and then like wiggle it and crack it away from the desk of the receptionist.
You can read this later.
Yeah, I'll close it up. There's no guns in here.
You close it. It's frozen. Just shatters.
I would like to make a strength check to attempt to close it.
You got
So
it.
I've now committed.
Yep, you got it.
Let me check. Hold on, one
Minus
thing.
1. Or no, I think actually you're minus 2.
I'm minus 2.
Are we just like locked eyes as you're like trying to close it? I'm like, that's frozen. And you're like,
I'm like very stubborn. I'm very stubbornly
very
trying to
jam
close
fingers.
this. I am on that
Stick to the
shit.
I was here last week. The door the other Smith.
It
Wait.
goes both ways.
No, it'll close.
Fucking, I rolled 2 8s. Are you kidding me?
6?
Yeah, it's a 6.
So that's the
Yeah.
same as your strength score, right?
Yeah. You're absolutely just like...
Yeah.
"Argh." No, doesn't budge at all.
Wrote the book by accident.
You can make a strength check.
I like how you were gonna like let the clock go.
6.
17.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's covered in like roughly 2.5 inches of ice. It's all like...
You ever try to fold an ice cube?
Yeah, and just like a bunch of pieces of fucking ice, like sheets of ice, kind of slop out to the side. The pages are now very wet.
Wet? How do they, what do you mean they're wet?
It's covered in
Ice!
ice.
Ice is wet!
No, it isn't. Not always.
When it melts, it is.
It's
Why
not
would
like...
it have melted?
I'm not saying they're drenched. I'm saying that they're wet.
Okay. I'll take it
Felix
back.
touched it.
Yeah. I've got
Sticky
gloves
fingers.
on. Please.
They're fingerless,
Cool.
though, and that's the problem.
All right, I'm ready to go, and I'll start wiping it off.
We're good? Okay.
Yeah.
Follow them out.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Great.
Please.
Where are we going?
Back to the.
Back out in the hallway.
squad.
You lead the way.
Yeah, I would turn and walk into the room.
Cool. Yeah, you guys start walking to the healer's ward. I'm assuming you lead them back individually towards the study.
I would make sure we're not missing any rogue NPC party members.
Nope, all 5 of them are here.
Very good.
All 5 of them.
Yep, there's a lot.
Yaz is
You got-
just ice skating down the
Oh
hallway.
yeah, no, she's a little bird child. She's absolutely having a blast. She's got talons.
Very talented.
Yeah,
Boo.
Felbel, Yaz, Rita, Catherine.
Yeah, I would lead them back into the Hierophant's office to the other door that we found.
Uh-huh.
Did we try that door or did we not?
Nope.
We did and it was locked? Or
Nope.
we didn't.
Didn't try it.
I would
Give it ye old.
Touch it. Touch the door, Dom.
Just a little bit.
Blinded deafen.
Big mahogany door.
I would inspect the door.
The handle or the door frame or what? What are we looking at on this?
The handle's glowing red.
I
Kevin
would,
McAllister lives here.
as a
I grab it. No,
as a man that watched Nazgrim explode a door, and where were the rooms located on that door? Were they above the door?
Around the framework, so it said quarantine room, and then the runes were running down the door frame on the sides.
Gotcha. I would check the door frames,
Yeah.
and I would check the door handle locking mechanism.
You gotta make an investigation check.
It's not good. It's a 5 on the die. Just give me a moment. I would say that.
You would say that.
Now make a con save.
Or do you?
6. Rolling 6s today.
I mean, I would say just because you witnessed like him have an experience with the door,
Yeah.
that you would see etched into
Once or
the
twice.
frameworks around, not the
Inspired.
exposed visible, but on the sides. You would feel and recognize that there are definitely notches for runes carved in. It's arcane lock.
Okay.
There is a keyhole, but you have no key.
No. I would
Or
try
do
the
you?
door. I assume it's locked, but.
Yep.
Just open the door, just
Yep, you just
rattle, rattle.
rattle.
I'm gonna look for a key.
Where are you going to look?
Uh,
Would you like the layout of the study? Because I do not believe you were in here previously.
I was not.
There is a small credenza on the right side. There are 3 bookcases because it's 1, 2, 3. So 3 bookcases and then a small little personal writer's desk. Some of the drawers in the writer's desk are open. The credenza itself, the top has looked like it's been rummaged through, recently disheveled. The bookcases all look like they've been wham bam slammed with a
Aren't they all
shoulder check.
dented?
So they've got like some like
there's also
scrape marks.
The walls are busted up in here too.
Yeah,
The walls have been destroyed.
Yeah, there's some
Horrific
fucking,
dilapidation
you know,
that took place here.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
fist.
some pieces of the wood bark exposed on the wall have been stripped back to unveil the marble walling underneath.
The
I
wretches.
shall.
Yep, the wretches of time.
Time has not been kind to this office.
Yeah, this was like a 10 by 20 room, and they were like, break everything.
This is as someone who worked in an escape room.
Yeah.
My nightmare.
We were like breaking.
I am going to check the credenza.
Okay, you open some drawers.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a longer central drawer, smaller side drawers. Same thing as you open up the room. I would say that there's no discernible key visible to you apparently, but if you would like to make an investigation check, you absolutely may do
I'm
so.
gonna feel around for any secret spots.
Secret spots?
Yeah.
Secret
I
spots.
would take his car keys off of the wall, presumably clear.
Investigation.
I drove a clown car.
A Hunfei.
So I mean,
that's
you're
really good.
moving through stuff.
Damn.
It definitely seems like your friends have recently gone through this area. It feels like you're rummaging through things that have already been not like ransacked, but already kind of like poured over. Ransacked is like honestly probably the word that I should be using, but I'm gonna be not judgmental. Yeah, you're moving through stuff, and it looks like things have all been kind of like picked up and shoved around, and nothing is laid flat to where it once were.
Is,
No dust anymore.
Is there a carpet on the ground?
Nope, bare wooden floor,
I bet it's
wooden
behind the
bare
wall.
floor.
I'm gonna look for any loose floorboards.
Sure, absolutely. You make another investigation check. Anybody else doing anything in here?
How big is the keyhole?
DJ, what the fuck?
It's a weirdly erotic mode.
I said, how big is the keyhole? You went,
It's
oh.
Well, because Sarah, she
Average
went like that,
size.
and I was like, oh no, Sarah rolled low.
Right.
One perfect time.
DJ's trying to roll to seduce the doorknob.
Check the footage.
Yeah,
Roll
I
it
mean,
As the person who did
like
do
an
this.
eighth of an inch to like a quarter of an inch, so like not.
It's average.
That's
Yeah.
big enough for my fingernail. Could I
Yeah.
try
I
and
would-
pick it with my fingernail?
You can make a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
I was genuinely gonna ask to see if it's like a lock for the people of Elglatha,
Where did my
or
dice
a possible descendant of the Hierophant, you could say.
I will do that in just a moment.
It's a trait with the royal lineage. Each
Yeah.
of them have a finger shaped like a key.
Maybe you've got one of his fingers. Ooh, put your sleeves over the door. Let
Pretty
those
We need
confident
that coat
unless
full
there's
of
a floorboard
arms.
that says open here.
right, the
Didn't
coat of
find
arms.
anything.
I forgot.
Great,
I rolled a 2.
great. You are correct.
Yeah.
You start looking through. None of the floorboards seem loose.
None of them say this is.
Here, where me hide me key for the room right here.
Super secret hiding spot.
In common.
Dex.
Don't look.
Dexterity check. Yes, you had your dex mod.
And that's an 11.
An 11? Yeah, I would say that you insert like an elongated protruding fingernail in, and it's like, ow, this is a locking mechanism. This is metal. Oh my god.
Oh.
Why? Why?
Cold metal too.
Yeah,
fine.
it's real unpleasant. Like, it doesn't like snap, but like it's a like crack, creak. Like, it definitely kind of
My
chips your
nails.
nails a little bit.
Eerie token. You'll always know where that door
I
is.
will never not know where that door is.
Dario, perhaps try just opening the door. I don't know if...
Guess that's a better
I mean,
idea. huh?
with being a descendant of Elglatha, perhaps there is something in your lineage that will allow you to open one of your distant relatives' doors. Or if not, have the hands in your sleeves try to open the
Ooh,
door.
that's a good idea. Can I,
So that all of Elglatha can open the door
everybody,
together.
please, can I try and open the door?
Yeah, you touch the door handle, you turn, nothing happens. You expose the air from your robe sleeve. Wait like 10 seconds and nothing happens.
I cannot control them. They do what they want.
Oh, God.
I don't like it anymore.
You asked.
I would look to see if there's a key hanging off the top of the bookshelf, because maybe it was in the center of the bookshelf, and then Nesgir hitting it a bunch made it slide around. And
Sure.
I would feel around up there.
Yeah, you
Door
feel
frame.
around.
Yeah, I was just saying, can I feel the top of the door frame?
You feel around the edges of the bookcase and the
Yeah.
top of the bookcase. You find no
on the
key.
door.
Thariel, do you feel around the top of the
I sure
door
do.
frame? You feel around the top of the door frame. I would say as your fingers like run over the midpoint of it, you don't find a key. You feel thorns like briar thorns, like
Oh.
pricking into the edges of your finger.
I would
Yeah, it's unpleasant. It's not like damage, but it's like, what the fuck? Why would you... Not splinters, thorns specifically.
Worse the lock than this.
Mm-hmm.
I would
My fingers.
gently try and like run my nail across it to see if it's like a made thorn or if it's like a plant.
It is a made thorn. It is carved with wood. It is carved into the frame of the door. It's small. It's not big.
There's a lot of thorns up here,
is.
or it's
A loose
very,
nail.
Yeah, I mean,
very
it's-
poorly sanded
It's
wood.
the like, you're running your finger along and you hit like oh fuck, like thorns are blocking me.
Oh,
So like I've jammed my fingers into thorns.
Probably to deter this exact.
Do you feel the point of the thorn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. You can feel that it's just like 2, maybe 3, like very
oh, no,
small.
No. I want to like prick my finger.
Oh,
like
for
Sleeping
sure.
Beauty.
You just jam it on in there. Yeah, no, you can take one
The
piercing
same
damage.
finger that you used to on the log. Get the piton. Bam.
Not that I think it'll really do anything, but I'll give it the old college try. I'll try and do it with my bloody finger now and see if the blood of my ancestry will maybe open the door.
Yeah, cool. You bring your hand back down. You got some blood on your hand. You put your hand on the doorknob. You turn the doorknob. Nothing happens.
Well, that didn't work.
Sometimes
These
it's
aren't
just
your
locked.
ancestors. You're a
Sometimes
different
it's Laverna's
family.
You
door.
said it's only got
Laverna's door.
thorns in one spot on the top of the
Sorry,
door
what?
frame. You said there was only thorns in the one spot on the top of the
So
door frame.
she was rubbing her hand like this, right? When she hit the midpoint of the door, she felt thorns poke into the side of her pinky. Then she retracted her hand, went back up, and pricked a finger on the thorns. I'm saying, like, as I understood the description for what she wanted, she was going like that off one side of the door.
Maybe try going the other way from the other side.
Yeah, comparably, you hit now like bonk, and you feel thorns.
Walk over and just pick you up so you can see on top of the damn door.
Great, yeah. You elevate Thariel. You can see that there is a small hemispherical area for what would look like almost a crown of thorns. But inside of the crown of thorns, you can see that there is a small key.
Good job, Boris.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Thorned it.
Why would you keep the key there?
Let's gotta.
People are gonna go, ow. They're not gonna go look.
I would have given up.
Maybe he was really tall.
Maybe we should kick the door in and break the walls more.
Laverne is really tall.
I was gonna fireball it.
The door.
You insert the key,
Yes.
turn the key, nothing happens. It's not for this room.
God damn. Well, I'm gonna keep it anyway.
Yeah,
That's the
Again.
thorn key.
it's a big palace. You now have a key.
And key.
Yeah,
Great,
I
now
would
she's
say
gonna
like
go run around
definitively,
bleeding
it,
all over doors.
it would look like it's a
Okay.
small key that it would go to like a lockbox, not like it goes to a door.
Is there any embellishment on the back end of the key?
Yes, it looks like it is a sprig of mistletoe.
Cool.
Was the desk in this office locked? I can't remember.
No, you have gone through the desk.
That's right. Okay.
Probably smash the lock off of it.
I must mark that you now have the mistletoe key. Boss hit points show up.
I just hold the key above Boris. I'm like, you know what it means.
She's gonna go around bleeding all over every door in this goddamn kingdom, looking for the thorn crown.
I need to find it.
No, no.
Felix, any idea looking at these runes if there's anything in the runic explanation about this arcane lock?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take a look at the runes. I mean, it's a standard lock.
Yeah. Yeah. Standard for the spell arcane lock.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you know how to disable it without a key?
No.
All right. Wasn't sure if you had read it in a book or something.
No.
You would know that dispel magic is a spell.
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it.
And-
You don't know
and-
dispel magic.
Wouldn't knock also work?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Just
Not
make
as-
more noise.
What I'm gonna yell at from our friends that are out there. And just, would any of you guys know anything about?
Hello!
I thought that.
What do you need, my dear?
I'm trying to find a key for this door.
A key, you say? For this door here.
It's covered in runes, and
I have a key here.
God, give it a try.
It was from my home.
Let's give it a try, anyway.
All right. No, I'm quite sorry.
Okay, well, thank you for
Hold
that.
on. You're a demon caller, right?
Indeed.
Why?
You know what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
So you know spells, right?
I do indeed.
You know dispel magic or
I
knock.
do indeed.
Would you kindly?
At great cost to my own vitality, I shall do this for you.
Can we check? Nice. Snap! Expend his mortality to open this door.
It's a closet. It's just like coats.
I'm glad I died. There's not like
Listen.
markings for what this door leads to.
Why don't we want Felthul to die? Like, why are we...
Because he is.
I'm a living creature, and I'm right here.
Whoa, paladin man!
He's cared for this young little girl. He doesn't deserve to die.
Oath of
By
the
opening a
douchebag.
door.
Good lord. I'll be in the other
to lay
room.
down their lives on the door, so.
He stomps out.
Wait, I thought you were gonna. Really, Nesgrim, you had to.
Comes back in, just kicks him in the shin.
I don't
He was
like
gonna
you.
do it until you said something. He was
wasn't-
willing.
I was not going to let him do it.
Does
Does
anyone
anyone
smack his
else
hands?
know dispel magic?
I do not.
Nope.
No.
I mean, we have a lot of ground to cover in this
I
building.
do not know dispel magic. No. I do know dispel ray of frost.
Does anyone have like a? Can we like slip a card between the doors?
Shut up.
I would like to cast
Open door.
locate object.
Okay.
You need to know what the object is.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to me. I don't know
Uh-huh.
if it's familiar to me.
I would say it's probably not.
Uh-huh.
Alternative.
Good thought.
Uh-huh.
Don't waste your spell slot.
Yeah, save it for a smite.
Or can locate an object of a particular kind.
I have a key.
If you're gonna,
Right here.
That was
say
the.
locate key and it's gonna light up.
we
six-
did
Wait,
get
can't
key
you-
pings.
can't
That
you,
li-
like,
that was not
Take a
not
piece of
helpful.
yourself and flick it under the door.
I'll know where it's at.
Oh,
on
you
the other
don't.
side of the
I don't have vision to
Oh.
where I can't see it.
Through the doorknob.
Yeah, you have.
Can you look through the keyhole?
You can project
you
your
want-
brain places. You
You
can't
want
project your
you
brain.
want me
there?
to look through the keyhole?
Yeah.
Good.
That's classic, you know.
Just sing to the
We
key.
just found out that you
It's-
can't put your finger all the
I
way
mean,
through
it's a
it.
standard arcane lock.
You don't want to peek through the keyhole in the Scooby-Doo mystery that we're in?
For fuck's sake. Why me?
Peep, 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 peep.
There's just a painting of the Hierophant on the wall. So guys
Yeah,
just like, oh
I'll
my
peep.
God.
I'll peep through the keyhole with my supervision.
I would say that as you peep through the keyhole, you would see roughly only about 5 feet away from you, because again, you're only going to get like a little minimal vision. You can see what would look like the edge frames of a bed.
It's
like
a bedroom, maybe.
Yeah.
There could be important things in there.
Could you pour it in there?
He might be in there.
I can see.
No, he
then
would be
I
frozen.
can.
There we go.
Coming in.
I really don't want to.
Do it.
Again, all I'm saying
so
is
don't want to.
you can just see
Oh.
the base of the bed.
We don't see the skeleton standing against the door with an axe.
It's not a skeleton. It's obviously a man in a suit of armor just waiting.
Perhaps you can unlock it from the other side.
Yeah, is that how like arcane lock works? Is it only lock from the one side?
I'm going in.
Yay!
Just make sure
I just rolled
you
a
unlock
zero
it.
going to-
No, burnout. I rolled burnout.
Make sure you unlock it.
One sec.
It's good knowing you, buddy.
As the
It's
rest
just
of
gonna
us
be
have
a
to
bed.
leave.
You
and,
can
like,
recall,
some
right?
clothes.
What?
You can recall.
No, I didn't leave an anchor, so
Oh,
Bye,
because
bud.
I'm real low.
all right. Well,
Oh boy.
Worst case scenario, I blow up the room, and that's it.
The end.
The
all right.
end, the
Well,
end.
It's good knowing you, bud.
yeah, have fun.
It's just a room.
It went real good for me the last time I went in a room where no one could see me.
Yeah, at least everybody knows where I am, right? Like everybody's standing here.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can't
Yeah,
get
we're
there
just
now.
locked out.
yeah, no. You teleport yourself inside. So I'll tell you that it is a. So it's roughly 20 feet wide, about 35 to 40 feet deep. You can see that it's a bedroom. It's his personal quarters. So you can see that there is a reasonably sized, like roughly queen-size bed, nicely made. Currently, there's no one in it.
Great. I'm gonna turn and open the door.
Yeah, you turn and click that lock open. Open the door.
Huh?
Yeah, your friends are there.
Great job.
Nice.
You did it.
Hero.
You're a key.
And no one died.
was scared for a second.
Yeah.
Fell fool.
What?
I apologize for his candor.
The douchebag.
Yes, he says things sometimes before he.
Douchebags do that.
You did say put your life down for this door.
Huh?
You're like. You did tell him to put his life down
Yeah,
for a
you were
door.
like, why do we care if he lives?
No, that's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said.
This is a hit piece.
You said, why do we care if he dies?
Yes, that I
That's
did
the same
say.
as, why do we care if he lives? It's the same thing.
What I meant was like, why do we have such a vested interest?
Because
in
he's a friend.
I understand now. I don't mean like, why can't we kill him to open this door? I meant like,
It very much felt that way. We said we won't let him die to open the door, and you said why not?
I understood what you meant. He's suffering. I get it.
That's not what he said.
No, that thought never crossed the
Oh, I'm sorry. I read good intentions or something.
Yeah.
thanks for the help, but I did not though.
All right, man, you're on your own.
Nesgrim's to the understanding that if a friend dies, we just bouillon cube him and then take him to the turtle.
No, but like I
They'll be
figured
back
surely
eventually.
There's a reason that like he must know something or like be beneficial in some
Oh, he knows
way.
a ton of shit. He's the demon caller.
Yeah,
To be fair, you weren't here when we met him.
right.
So.
This is all,
So kill him.
I'm not saying we
Who
just
cares?
sacrifice him to open a door. I mean, unless it
Depends
works.
on the door.
Some doors are really important.
If I had to guess, I think the keys are probably swapped. If this is the mistletoe key.
Probably.
So you're saying we find the door that this key goes to, and we'll find the key to this door.
Yeah, maybe. Something like that.
I think it is probably a key for a lockbox or a drawer. I think it is too small.
Well, it's
for
not a door key.
I'm going looking for the lockbox. See if there's any
Let's go
any
through
mistletoe
Let's go
boxes
through this
in here.
guy's shit again.
I
Bash
don't-
the balls. Maybe there's something in there.
It might not be in here. I'm not sure he could have locked the door.
It's strange though to put the key above a door to a room that the box would not be in there if it is a box.
It is just a bedroom, but he may have notes or a
No,
diary.
people keep locked stuff in their bedrooms all the time.
So, bed, like queen size bed. He has a little armoire style wardrobe. He has 2 little nightstands that look like they have little candles on top of them, little personal books by their sides. At the bottom of the bed would be a small chest, comparable to like a footlocker.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, people would leave those in their rooms at the end all the time.
Is the footlocker open?
Yeah, it's not locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking what's in the footlocker.
He got shoes. He's got
Oh,
nice.
nice.
He's got
He's got a
nice.
bunch of feet.
He's got, oh, yeah. just
He's a
full of
centipede.
severed feet. Jesus Christ.
Everyone make a deck save.
It's a bunch of feet to go with his coat made of arms.
Christ. The footlocker's got like 3 different pairs of nice shoes.
Are they sylvan leather shoes?
Yeah, cool silver leather shoes.
Oh hell yeah! I'm taking those bad boys.
Yeah, you could have some shoes.
Giorgio Alglatha.
Yeah, he has some nice shoes.
What size do they look like?
Much too
Are they
big
like
for me.
medium-sized men's shoes?
They're above
Large?
average.
Yeah, big shoes?
He's got pretty big shoes.
Whoa.
Right. Shoes here. I think they might be your size.
I like shoes.
Yeah. I think they're your
Small.
size.
Are they standard shoes or do any of them give off like an I don't know, like a
One
like
of
a
them-
I'm
organic-
better than you.
One of them would be like a formal tennis shoe.
All
like
of them.
more so seeing if there was like any like arcanic properties.
No, there's no magic shoes for him here. But I mean, he definitely
Here?
looks like he has a more formal pair of shoes.
I'll take the nicer shoes.
Yeah, you take his formal leather shoes.
These are starting to smell like berry.
Mm-hmm.
Just put these back.
I would walk over to. Is there a nightstand?
2 nightstands, 1 on each side of the bed.
I would check the one on the right side.
Looking at the bed right side or in the bed right side?
Looking at the bed right side.
Crawling your
I
legs
would
away.
lay in his bed, think about it.
Where would I put all my interesting things?
Ooh, is there a side of the bed that is more like indented and than
That's
the
why
other.
I'm asking.
Then whatever one that side.
The
happens to
right
be on.
side is currently more indented.
Okay, then the right side.
In the bed, right?
Man.
Yes.
Like not laying on the bed. He's in.
It's not that the right side was more indented, it's that the left side was raised.
Wait, is it an invisible man sleeping in his bed?
No.
I know who to call.
I wish. No, but the right side definitely looks like it has more of a
Both
dent to the bed.
Gusters.
Okay. Yeah, I would look on that side of the bed.
Yeah, at the nightstand.
Yes.
Yeah, you would find like a personal journal for the Hierophant.
Yeah, I would pick that up and see if perhaps the missing letter is tucked into his journal. The one that we found the envelope for, but did not find the actual letter.
The one that he previously received from Boar Firehand.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that would be in one of the drawers for in his nightstand.
Okay.
Yeah. And you would see that it is a letter from Boar addressed to him, and that it is an indication of the quantity of gems that you guys have evaluated out from the riddle that you guys solved.
Gotcha.
That
So what we assumed would be in
correct,
the letter.
but in the letter it would dictate that the Sunstone and Jacinth are particularly valuable and are exclusively found within the areas outside of Hoshtakar, and that the only thing that was not included, because the dwarves themselves do not have access to it, is King's Tier. So he was able to send them all the things that they required except for King's Tier.
And it's Sunstone and
Jason.
Jacinth.
Jason Statham.
Mm.
Jacinth.
You know who I am.
Outside.
I'm the Rock.
Must. Drew car.
Mhm.
I would go to the last page in his diary
Mm-hmm.
and see if there is any like how is the I guess at first I would look at earlier
Yeah,
and then
to evaluate the quality
like
of
the
the
quality
writing.
of his handwriting.
Yeah.
Like, is he deteriorating at this
Yes.
point? Is he starting to lose his fucking mind?
Yeah,
or is
no,
it just like motor
as
skills?
previously indicated in terms of what he said in the thing that you guys solved, the I dare not trust myself, the last page would just be the words over and over again, I dare not trust myself, like slowly scribbled and falling away into madness.
Oh, shit!
God.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was alone in here and he was going insane. Yes.
I want to check the left one.
The left one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the gun is.
So
Bedside table.
you're going to get a treat in the left one. So,
Real quick, before we continue to go looking through stuff,
yeah.
how's everybody feeling? Is anybody really expended for spell slots or anything? Perhaps somebody
I'm
could.
feeling cute and friendly.
That's great.
Hurt and popular.
I would really like some new shoes. I've heard that there were shoes in here.
Felt that we can have the other pair.
Oh, thank you.
No, those are Barry's old shoes, but on
would,
the other one.
would we feel
Tight.
comfortable having someone possibly take a short rest while we go through some of the belongings in here?
Sure.
That way, we will have one person rest and the others can be on guard while we're searching stuff.
I'm pretty good on.
I am okay, but
On spells.
if anyone needs it,
Short rest do nothing for me.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean, if
I don't think I have any more 4th level spells.
short rest won't do anything for
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
okay.
long rest.
Only long
Is
rest.
short rest just for health?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Or-
I guess
or
we
heal
can. I
unless
guess
you're
we
a
can
warlock.
fight over the bed.
I mean, I could get a wild shape back.
Mm-hmm.
We can short rest while we are looking through these things.
Yeah.
People are sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wanted to evaluate the writing, look at the contents for early on. So, like,
Well, then when I see that he's like going insane, I would flip back to like the last coherent message.
yeah,
that
yeah,
isn't-
that's what I was.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I recognize where the train of thought is going.
For sure.
So, like, as you're opening it up, like, obviously, if this is going to be like a personal diary, and in this era, they're not like enormous books. This might look like it maybe comprises several months to maybe a year, roughly, of his time frame.
Sure.
He also doesn't look like he was the man that journaled daily.
Right.
I would say that the thing that stands out to you specifically as you open the journal and you're looking at the initial pages is that he talks very fondly and longingly for missing his beautiful wife. You go over and you open the other nightstand.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that inside you would see it would be emptied out.
Okay.
Yep. His wife's name is Panacea.
Do we know that name?
No, Paul and I do.
Mhm.
You can use them if you want.
that he considered her his greatest partner, not only in life and in love, but also in work. And that he believes that they were both fortunate that Laverna inherited her mind and ambition when it came to herbology and helping people.
Are there any pictures in the room? It would be paintings, obviously, but...
Or would they?
I would say he would have left the
They don't have
family
guns,
portrait
Paul.
up. Yeah. I would say he emptied her nightstand because genuinely, her nightstand also would have had information that would have been of value to him while trying to, like, understand Laverna's research. Like,
Sure.
for full transparency, like, that's why the nightstand's empty. She also had shit in there that he cared about. I know what she looks like, and I know I've got the word for what she was.
What do you mean?
It is.
No, what the where the fuck did I save that shit? Oh, that's gonna drive me mad.
Slither.
Voluptuous.
The word for what she was?
Yes.
Bussin'.
Woman.
Caked up.
Demon.
Demon call.
Ah, probably under the area that says main characters. Well done, old John. Brilliant man. All right. So, I mean, you, like, Chell might, just because of Chell's interest typically in Greek lore, she was a nymph. She was specifically an Alcide, a nymph of the grove.
Who is this?
Panacea, the Hierophant's wife. So as you would see the family portrait,
Interesting.
you would see an Eldrin man, like handsome, well-groomed, kind of like a pretty short but very well-kept, like minimal goatee, silver-colored, silver hair. He has bright blue eyes, really handsome, striking young man. You guys have known some Eldrin, you'd probably evaluate him as maybe like 300, 400 years old, so like approaching middle age.
In the picture.
Correct, in the family portrait. You would see a young Laverna, which would be at this point a young girl, striking dark against like the silver visage of her father, striking dark black hair. More of an actual skin tone to her. So like if the father is, you know, obviously if this is painted in like a wintry portrait landscape scene, the father would be matching the iconography of the winter Eldrin. She is not, because the mother is a dark oaken dryad woman. So like you would see that she's got long woven like green vine crested hair. She herself has big beautiful purple eyes that you would remember from Laverna herself, but she has more of like a dark oaken skin color to her. You would also see that not that like she's made of wood, but that like you can definitively see that like some of her skin looks like bark skin for the spell when Rator has casted it previously.
So Laverna's eye color here matches the eye color that we have seen.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And the eye color of her mother.
What is her name?
Panacea. Panacea. The Grand Panacea.
I would look behind the picture frame and see if there's anything behind it. And if there was not, I would lay it gently on the bed and I would flip open the back to see if there's anything written on the back of the painting.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So this is absolutely correct. It's unfinished. Savannah is working currently on the diagram, but this is where, this is where the diagram is.
Oh.
Where I abandoned you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you turn the page, you would see that etched into the back of it. So like how the canvas has that whatever piece of fucking like backing portrait of it.
Yeah.
You would see that along that backing, there is carved into it an intricate magic circle. Yeah, when she is done with that either today or tomorrow, I'll send that to you guys in Discord. But like it's an elaborate, and for especially Felix is like you turn and expose it. It is elaborate in concentration, so like it utilizes more of the symbols that we have become familiar with through Felfar than with alchemical symbols. And that specifically it has a pentagram that we would be familiar with, knowing that it is the symbols for fire and for water, and then for earth, and then for air.
I assume this is taking up a large portion of this painting where we would need to sketch this and not like carry a fucking...
So I'm saying that like it has a backing piece that's separate from the area that is painted as well.
Oh, gotcha.
Not cardboard.
Oh, not the piece that holds the painting.
It's like the paper on the back.
Yeah,
Correct,
okay.
like what we did with the
Gotcha.
windows.
Gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha,
So you'd be able to genuinely remove that. Like I'm trying to make it where it's
cut
like
it out.
a way that is achievable for you guys to just be like, here's the thing that we give a shit about.
Gotcha. Okay. Felix, do you want to draw or trace this so that way we have a second copy in case something happens?
Sure. Is it drawn or carved?
For them, it's on like a piece of like wood, so like it'd be carved in.
All right, yeah.
So like could even just put paper
Sure.
over.
I was gonna
and-
say I have charcoal if you just want to do a rubbing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Save your time.
do a couple rubbings of it and split it up amongst us in case something happens.
Yeah. That shouldn't take no time at all.
Yeah, I would say that, and if there's anything else you guys want to do during this occupancy of the 1 hour of a short rest while we are all kind of huddled within the space of the Hierophant's personal quarters, and then into the like small spill out area of the study.
I'd like to take a look in the you said there was an armoire
Yeah.
wardrobe. I'd like
Uh-huh.
to take a look in there, but I think he wanted to look in the other.
Oh yeah,
it's
sorry.
empty.
The
Oh,
left
it is?
side nightstand was emptied. Yes,
Okay.
because that was his wife's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you're going through the like wardrobe armoire, I mean, you would see also as you guys are standing within this area, you would see on the opposite side matching wall there would have been another armoire that is now missing. You would see like the indentation in the ground along the wooden floor for where the wife's armoire probably would have been removed at some point. As you're going through it, you can see several sets of really nice scholarly robes, all of them druidic in focus, so like still various like springtime colors, one for autumn colors. You can see that like this man definitely looks like he dressed well, but not lavishly. Yeah, like yeah, he's still a druid, but he is a sylvan druid. He is going to wear the finest furs and fabrics and fibers that he can possibly get himself.
Oh, I didn't get
So
that
it's a-
memo.
So it's a bunch of
fucked up.
tracksuits. It's a bunch of tracksuits. Velour tracksuits.
Now you're finding a
You're
deer
country
being like,
Eldrin. He's city Eldrin.
We didn't see him.
Versace.
We didn't see him squatting in the corner in a
Yeah.
tracksuit.
If they look remotely the right size, I would offer them to Felthul.
Oh yeah, he was. My God, I've not seen such kind and loving material in ages. Yeah, he would take like one of the big fucking like, nice heavy set green robes and just
Is
kind
there
of
a
get.
hat? Is there a hat in there?
Yeah, there'd be
Like one of those floofy kind of hats. They just kind of they're round and they just sort of sit on your head, sort of thing.
yeah.
Is that a feather?
Yes.
Macaroni.
Yes.
Yeah, he would adorn the hat. He would start undressing in front of all of you, and you would see his body's riddled with scars. Cover it up! Sorry, I'm an abomination. You're right. Shame me.
Nesgrim was right. You should have opened the door.
No.
Give me.
No.
I'll
I would
excuse himself
never.
after the office, I guess.
I would
To
never.
disrobe in tears.
My self-consciousness every morning be like, oh God.
In reality, nobody said anything. He just started saying like, "Oh, sorry, forgive me. I've cursed you all."
It's not even that bad. He's got like a scratch on his shoulder.
Got one birthmark and he's.
I'm a monster.
Anyone else? Anything during this 1 hour worth of time frame?
I would like to short rest.
Yeah. You guys
I'll
can
take
all
a short
complete a
rest,
short
yeah.
rest. Absolutely. There's no problem with it. Yes.
Genuinely, as he does turn around and go to change privately, yeah.
Don't go.
Leave it off.
It won't be cold in here much longer. I would take
fix
out my
that.
sacred oils.
Sacred.
I will anoint
Light
him.
the breeze. just a smooth massage down his lats.
Carry so much tension in your shoulders.
It's the plague. You know, it's heavy sometimes.
It's the stress of death.
Carried all on my shoulders.
I would look to see if he has any like tattoos or markings on his body. Whether it be like carved scars in any particular way of like scarring runes or anything in, or tattoos or wood marks, anything.
As he does so, you would see that he definitively has like various cultural iconography. So the thing that would be the most striking and what he would be kind of, are you pointing it out or are you just observing?
I would just be observing.
Okay.
Ew, sick freak, he's got a tribal tramp stamp!
Attention to it.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see that he's got like various like iconography in terms of animalistic style stuff over like the shoulders, over the areas of his chest. The stuff that to him, like, and to you guys would feel the most striking and noticeable and like worrisome is in the middle of his back. It does separate like across his shoulders. You would see an enormous white handprint on his spine that would comprise like most of the mid of his back.
And that's something that we had seen previously.
Yep, and that Nesgrim has seen previously on the orcs that raided down and attacked Ryak. Well, the woods outside of Ryak.
I would just subtly point that out to Nesgrim.
I'll dress myself.
That was on him.
Yeah, on his back.
Wait,
Subtly.
Felflul, my good friend.
Yes, douchebag.
It's pronounced douche cream.
How did you come upon that white handprint on your back?
A tattoo.
No. How did you get it?
It was put upon me by my ancestors, shamans of the Citadel. For marking.
What is it?
Marking for work.
For like the job that you did?
No, it showed that I was owned by someone.
Who?
That my duty was to them.
Who were you owned by?
And a shaman within the Citadel.
Interesting.
Is that something that was common?
Yes. Working class things.
Does each person have their own mark of ownership?
No.
So it's not like your owner had a hand, but someone else would use, I don't know, a foot?
Oh, God. That'd be appalling. No. It's the same iconography.
Always a hand.
Yes. And again, it's less... it's more servitude. It's more like where you are working and with whom.
Like your uniform.
Correct. Mine being on my back signified that I was working within the demon calling industry. And that I, left.
Where were the hands on the orcs that we had seen? Where would they have been placed? On the face? What would a handprint on the face mean?
Warrior. Soldiers. Hunters. Things of that nature. Martial prowess, typically.
I've come across orcs with...
Handprints on their face?
Yes.
Do you speak often?
Do I speak often?
Do you know what you're doing?
No.
Oh,
But-
dear.
You must know what we're doing.
What are you asking?
I just... General...
You're just sharing?
I'm gathering information.
For what purpose?
My own... Fucking cause I wanna.
My own fucking cause I wanna.
It's a really good chance you got a second chance at life.
Oh, dear God, sir. Are you attempting to piece together something about the orcs?
Not pieced together, but just to
Clarify?
get your take on what I've seen.
You saw orcs with white marks on their faces.
Now I know it means they were marked as warriors.
Yes.
Are there any with other marks?
So one
Throughout
with
your
a
life?
handprint right on the middle of this. Never mind, it was a long story.
No, from the ones that you saw outside of Ryak, no.
No, only.
Right.
Did Adrian had a hand tattoo, didn't? Or
It was a defiled black claw, not a spooky white chalky hand.
where was it?
That was on his breast.
What about a like?
No, it was on shoulder.
Yeah, and then he had Ankh on the other shoulder.
like a clawy type hand on a shoulder.
Like a bird foot?
Like a yeah.
Like a claw?
Like a claw, exactly like a claw. But
I don't know. Not like a tattoo artist. A demon caller.
What about? Do you have any idea if there is any, like if an orc had a tattoo on their chest or something, what that would signify?
Oh, it would depend on where on the chest, which side. If the heart was a healer.
Heart was a healer. What about on the other side?
Not a healer. No, I'm just joking with you. No, over the other side meant that they worked with the construction and architecture of the citadel itself for its maintenance.
So they were entirely designators of your class and your
Your
job,
work.
so that you could not easily sneak into areas in which you were not permitted to be.
Correct.
I assume there were some that had multiple tattoos if they had multiple jobs, or were you only given one job and that was your job forever?
You were only supposed to be given one.
So you had no opportunity to change.
No, I didn't want to be a demon caller. I wanted to work in the apothecary and help stop the spread of this plague, and I was beaten. But that's just because I have great tendencies and proclivities for calling demons. If you need any demons called.
Please don't.
Oh, I don't have any intention of doing it. It's never worked out nicely. Demons are a rough group.
Yeah, they are.
He's a walking 1-800 number.
Yes.
Are you a demon? Call now.
Thank you for the information, Felthul.
Anything I can do for you, Ether, you're a good man.
thank you, thoughtful.
Your presence is noted. He excuses himself to the office.
Maneskrim.
Yes, Jeff.
Has anyone checked under the bed?
There's a monster.
Hey,
Finally.
check if there's any goop under there.
My spoon. You're looking at that?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not even as a joke, Paul.
There doesn't seem like
I
there's
almost
anything under the bed.
died.
Can I lift up the mattress and see if there's anything under the mattress?
Yeah.
From the goop.
Money.
People on the mattress get flopped out of the bed. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, you elevate the mattress. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden under the mattress.
There's no like weird. Would you allow me to like look on the bed to see if there's any like weird like cutouts or like hidey spots on the like frame of the bed?
Yeah.
Was investigation?
Mm-hmm.
9.
Yeah, you would find a curious near one of the bedposts by the headboards in the frame. You would find a small little like click out wooden like secret compartment. A little pouch. Pink powder. Like pink dust.
Yeah.
Start making that saves.
Little pouch. Pink powder.
Fuck it. I give it a sniff. No, I'm not like inhaling
Well,
it.
okay,
No,
you're taking a long rest. What do you think you used it for?
I want to see if it. I'm not like.
Huff
I'm
it,
like.
huff it,
I'm
do a
just
line.
checking to see if
Commit.
it has a smell to it.
You're not. You waft. You don't
Yes,
sniff.
that's what I meant to
you
say.
waft.
I'm sorry, waft. I'm wafting it.
It's not very alluring, almost like it would be an herbal incense concentrate that had been broken down into a powder.
Any bones in it?
No. You fuck. It seems like it might be the basis for like something to be dissolved into making a perfume.
You're not using it.
Hey, Nesgrim, you should you should check around the bed, see if you find anything weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I want to look under the bed, I guess.
Do it to him, John. Do it
I
to
already
him.
looked
She
under the
just looked
bed.
under the bed. She didn't say anything. You see a dildo.
Another one.
No,
Wood carved, really elaborate.
This one's wooden now.
The sylvan area, dude.
Is it hardwood?
Yeah.
It's also not thorns in it.
Oh my
Barb.
God!
Our
Well,
I would say that
thanks for joining
Nesgrim,
us
as
tonight.
you curiously blink, disappears. You're haunted.
It
Now
wasn't.
you can't even take them with you.
No, it
And
wasn't.
no one
It
will
was a
believe that it
cursed
was there
dildo.
because she just looked and she didn't see it, but you definitively saw it.
It was a cursed dildo.
There's a, Remember in Felfarthen?
Yeah.
I was
What
never in
about
Belthar.
Yeah. Why do we
just-
care?
you're-
Why do we care? She lives.
Your existence is noted.
He says in her kingdom.
Remember in Felfarthen we found under the bed the stone phallus?
Nesgrim.
No, this is a palace.
Yeah.
I just found. I just found a wood one down here that had a barb on it, but
I'm sorry.
it's gone now.
You're saying it was barbed?
Yeah, but it's gone. Maybe it was used as
So
like
strange.
bait.
Pulling
I
the
don't
string.
know.
Bait.
For like a fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canon.
it's a bobber.
Absolutely canon.
Well, yeah, because the sack is full of air. so-
Yeah.
There the whole time. Yes.
Different kind of small bird.
Nesgrim, where is it?
It's not there now.
What do you mean it's not there now?
You're a strange man if you're seeing phalluses in just parts of the castle.
I wanted the bed specifically.
Under the bed. Yeah. No looks under. No, there's no phallus there.
I specifically looked. There's nothing there.
Telling you what I saw.
It was fucking. I know. What
There's,
I saw.
there's
Are you gonna say there's no way?
that you picked up. Never mind. Sure, Nesgrim. I'll just pat him on the shoulder.
And it was barbed?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense. Why?
right
Never
toward
mind.
the end.
Maybe like a fishing lure.
It was hooked back. That's what I said.
It's weird.
Largemouth bass. Maybe
I don't understand what you're describing right now.
Would you like me to draw you a diagram?
You know what, Nesgrim? Sure. And I'll Sure, Nesgrim. While we're resting, you can draw a dick.
Oh dear.
I think Felth will just like. He's checking under the bed. Hold it. Didn't see anything. It's gone.
Is there crown molding or anything in this room? Oh my God! Why?
Baseboard and stuff.
Love it.
Yeah, on the baseboard.
Nesgrim, when you are done drawing the...
Oh, I'm done.
Okay. You're very tall. Could you look at the crown molding and see if there's anything inscribed on it or if any of the pieces are loose?
Run my fingers and read it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's really any language that has been woven in the same way that we had done before
Yeah.
for the threading of the rug. It seems like it's again druidic in nature, so like it would feel like it is running thin areas of vines, but more working for like small bauble-esque. It's holly and like mistletoe. It's woven around the crown molding of the room. It's the kissing room now.
And running my fingers along.
Yeah, you get to like above the door frame and stuff, and it continues throughout the entirety of the room.
It's holly and mistletoes up here. Is there any other? Are there other doors in here?
Nope. Bless you.
Bless.
Inside of the wardrobe, there wasn't any. Was there any drawers, as some wardrobes have?
Yeah, on the lower half there would be some drawers.
Any of them that look like they have keyhole?
Nope. All of them are just pull-out drawers.
Shirts and.
Shirts and breeches.
You said that the wife's.
These will fit my pantaloons.
You said that the wife's belongings are no longer there, armor
Correct.
and all.
He's gonna look great. in this
The
funeral.
armoire itself, the physical piece of furniture, I had described that there would have been an indentation against the wood and into the floorboards. Clearly, the armoire itself has been fully removed from this room. Her nightstand is emptied. There is still the candle on the top of the nightstand, but the door of the nightstand is emptied.
It's strange to me that they would go to the trouble of taking the entire armoire out of here. It's not an easy room to navigate. I was thinking
Unless the
same thing.
armoire was locked.
I think when you lose someone, it is possible that you would like to not entirely be reminded of them. He left the painting, but as he said in his letter, it was where he abandoned Laverna. Perhaps that is a reminder of his failure?
Possibly, but it seems strange that he would get rid of the largest piece of furniture, but keep everything else.
I'm gonna look at the painting again.
Yeah.
You said that in the painting she was a little girl.
Correct.
Looked like she could fit in the armoire.
Yeah. It's the litter thing.
Dehumidifier.
Oh.
It's dehumidifier. It's a bomb.
Yeah, it would have looked like small Laverna could have fit in the armoire.
Maybe you put her in the armoire and, I don't know, abandoned her?
Does this armoire look like the one that we saw before we flipped over
Thrown her in
to
a river?
Aglatha?
When we were in the purification chamber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar.
Just
What
Like
do
it could have been the matching one.
Okay.
It's difficult to discern. Again, like it's a mahogany piece of furniture. It's similar in shape, similar in size, similar in wood, but like it's not like we've run around and seen like 30 armoires and it's like, is this IKEA or is this specific carved for this family?
And there wasn't anything like it wasn't like there's women's clothing in this armoire that would be like, why is that there? Like,
No. Mm-mm.
okay.
And there's no reliefs or anything on the wardrobe.
What's I'll check the back wall. That armoire.
For the indentation for where the armor would have been.
There's still an armoire in this room, right?
No,
Correct. There
this
is
is
one
one.
armoire for man's side, one armoire indentation for wife's side.
Yeah, so the armoire that's still there.
Correct. So what are you asking her? Sorry, just this way I also understand.
Sorry, I missed. I thought you were at the one that was still there. I didn't
No, I'm
realize you
trying
were
to
at the
figure
one.
out why that one's gone.
Mhm.
Yep. In that case, I'll walk over to the one that's still there and open it and rifle through it.
Yeah, we've gone through it. We've seen like robes,
Yeah,
breeches,
Falfield picked
some
all his clothes out.
pantaloons.
What was on the back wall? Nothing notable, or
So like if square room bed was bisecting
Oh,
wall,
the
was
back
along-
of
That
it.
wall.
No, the back
Like he
wall.
wants to see if
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a false
yeah.
back.
Oh, behind the armoire.
I think on the inside.
Or
Right.
the
We're getting
backing
on, yeah.
of the okay,
yeah,
so
the inside of the back of
Yes.
the armoire. Yeah.
sure. Describing that as a wall was where my confusion was coming in because I would just describe that as like the back of the interior. Okay.
Gotcha.
So yes, you feel through the area of the three robes that are still hanging. It feels like it's just wood backing. It doesn't feel like there's anything decorative. It doesn't feel like there's any notches or anything hidden.
Okay.
Well, we've thoroughly searched this room. I think we should probably get moving.
Yeah, just be on the lookout for mistletoe things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where exactly are we going? What are we looking for?
Well, I think down's probably a bad bet.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go down.
We were looking for the throne room.
Yes, and I think our friends that we met when we first got here were sort of showing us the way.
Yes, I think we should perhaps see what the rest of this floor has to offer before ascending to the throne room. But that is just my humble opinion. Obviously, this is a democracy. Whatever people think is best.
I think we should find an exit, but
Yes, that is mostly why I wish to check and see if there's anything else. I did not see anything in there that would indicate a way to exit the way we came. The lullaby, I assume, will not work. There presumably is some other thing that we need to say or do to get out that way, but
Yeah.
I'm going to flip through his diary and see if I can find anything as we are walking, but...
Belthor here.
Yes,
Happy to help you with here.
Thank you, Felthul.
Notice something. We were sitting in the office for that entire 20 minutes while you all were rummaging around in the healer's ward.
Yes.
There is indeed further carvings on this side of the trunk of the tree.
Were you able to read it, or do you not read?
No, I can't read Sylvan.
Perhaps that is a job for the two of you on our way out to look at what is written above the tree door.
We can check that.
Perhaps there will be another way out.
So
we
are we
want-
saying that we want to check out the rooms of this floor? My only concern is if there's evil lurking within. I'm
Almost assuredly.
But I think there's going to be evil everywhere.
Well,
I think what we need. I'm sure you have questions about your family. This is already. I'll hold up the cipher. This rot is similar to what plagued my home. If I can find any answers here to help, I would love to look for them. And we also have to find a way to get Yaz back to the tree.
Yes. It's also likely that if we go directly to the throne room, we may encounter the loud voice that told us to get out. Presumably what is left of the King of Aglatha. I'm not sure that we want to attract attention right away.
and I'd imagine too that if they had a room there used for storing people's stuff, there's got to be an entrance somewhere.
Yes. I think that the storage room is probably in proximity to the stairwell for the throne room for security purposes. But there is likely at least another stairwell further down where people would have come up before further ascending.
Yeah, but to let people go through the university area.
That is what I mean. I assume there is another stairwell that probably descends possibly straight down.
Okay.
Yeah.
To avoid
again,
people getting into the
the
inside.
wrap around where it's the sorry. It's easiest to be go this way, go down.
Yeah.
Then wrap, because there would be walkway around and then down and then yes.
the
Yeah.
Harry Potter stairs.
I already went down the lower floor. It looked like it just kept going down. So just take the stairs down. But if we want to do that, we probably need to be really quiet.
Yes. I think
I
we
was
should
not close to those things that heard me.
Yes. We should see what is on this floor, and then we can make an evaluation about where exit points are. It will give us at least the most information if we do need to run to get back here, what ways we can use to get back here.
Right, there's windows here.
There are
Yes.
windows here. But this room and the study both are they're not frozen over. That's a good place for camp.
Right. Yes.
We also.
Easily defended.
Yes.
Kind of. Because there is the bottleneck of the door.
One way in.
Yeah, but
There's no way out
unfortunately
for
there's no
us.
way out.
But if we can test the runes above this door, if there is an exit here, then that is our exit. We can easily defend a choke point and exit through the tree. If we're all proximate to the tree, we can escape that way. It means that multiple things cannot get in to get us, but we all can get out quickly.
There.
So we should inspect the
Go
runes
read that tree.
first. And this is a safe spot.
I mean, there are 3 corpses frozen to beds across the hall.
Yeah, we didn't mention that.
Huh?
There are.
They're asleep.
There are 3 Eladrin who seem to still be alive. They're inflicted with the rot, but they're not gone. The way the way the ones that attacked us were.
So you're able to communicate with them?
They're sleeping, or in a trance. We don't really technically sleep, but
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I could have probably tried talking to them in their brain.
Can you do that?
I was getting ready to kill him when she told me not to kill him. I was gonna smush him, but
But you didn't try to talk to them?
huh?
You didn't try to talk to them?
No, because the last time something woke up in here, it was like and
Well,
tried to kill us.
then you know you kill it.
Ah.
But if it talks, then you know it could be saved.
I could try telepathically. At least they could reply to me in my mind.
Please put on the helmet.
My
It's
con-
always on.
I just
my concern is if they're in a trance, if they are asleep, rousing them might break whatever stasis they're in. They've somehow made it to this point and are still, they're still alive, seemingly.
They might
They're-
know what happened.
I think we know what happened.
But if they stayed alive this whole time, perhaps they may have known about what the plan was. If there was a plan to cure this before they ran out of time.
We have the plan. We're missing the ingredients.
We also do not know what step they were on. This is a very complicated circle. It could be drawn around the castle outside, partially, in full. They may know where any of these ingredients might be. I imagine that their bodies are consumed by this rot. Outwardly, they are unable to speak. Their physical faculties are seemingly failing, but their mental faculties may still be intact.
I mean, they're the ones we saw. They're not like the.
They haven't
The
become tree
skeletal.
people yet.
Yeah, they're inflicted with the rot, but they look better off than even Felthul.
Whoa. You look great, buddy. Keep drinking that ailment.
I think
Snappy
I think-
dresser.
perhaps whatever froze over all of Alglatha, there might be others like them. This winter that happened here, whatever froze it over, might have been intentional.
On the stream died.
I'll check and see if it's the software or something.
Yep.
saying intentional to preserve everyone so
Yeah.
they don't change. Makes sense to me.
I don't know why some it worked on and some it didn't, but
Just depended on where they were before they were turned into elf sickles. Right? Somewhere further along.
it's also
was-
why I was reluctant to go in that room, though, because if they're still
If they are still conscious and they've been frozen to these beds for several thousands of years,
Say it.
wouldn't the humane thing to do? They're not gonna get. Sure, they're not gonna get any worse, but they're
That's
not
what I
getting,
was saying.
not
We-
getting any better.
we have what we translated seems to be the cure for the rot on a scale possibly large enough for the whole city. We know it works. I'll hold up my
The cure for the rot works, yes, but if
Let's
they've
kill
been
everyone.
isolated for that long, look at the small amount of time that Thariel was isolated, and look at the state she was in when we first met with her.
I actually agree with Nesgrim here. It's very likely that they're insane. Like the scribblings of the Hierophant's
Yeah.
journal.
If they've been isolated to only themselves for thousands of years,
You're assuming they were conscious. That's why I am reluctant to.
well, if we find out they are conscious
Do you have any basis to say that they wouldn't be able to come back from it?
from that level of isolation,
Yes.
That's madness. Even someone who's healthy gets locked away in the dark for centuries.
they may, but it's It's been thousands of years they've been frozen to these beds.
They've been asleep. It's not like they've
We don't know that they've been asleep. We haven't talked to them. They could be conscious and unable to let us know otherwise.
That's why unless we can help them, I'm reluctant to reach out to them.
But there might be no point. I think Ether should try to communicate with one of them.
Worst case, we find they're not conscious and then we move on. We find they are conscious, then we can decide whether or not we want to leave them for more.
Or I simply ask them at that point if they are conscious.
Hey,
Do you want to keep sleeping, or
we can do
big
this.
sleep?
The easy way or the hard way? I think if we are planning to exit this way, perhaps we should at least look at this floor a little bit. If we're going to rest here anyway,
Yeah.
we will come back here and we will see what other information we find around about the state of the castle, about the state of the things here, and we can perhaps try talking to them tonight before we rest.
I think that's
Definitely
a good plan.
think we should
Because
check that
to
tree. though.
Ratora's point and to everyone's point, if they have
Oh, no, he
gone,
kind of hurt my
if they have
feelings.
gone insane, I would hate
No, I
to
don't
wake
want
them if we are not close to a
That's
solution.
the bird girl.
It would be cruel to wake them from their sort of cryostasis only to be told that we do not have a solution and the only thing that we can offer is death or eternal insanity.
Everyone said everyone you know was gone. Oh my god, what do you want to do?
Well, how was I
dear God.
didn't think you thought death was cruel.
I do not think that it is cruel, but I am also not
No, he said
certain
cool.
that
I don't know. Let
Death
the
is
man
cool.
Cook.
if there are this rot, this disease seems to affect more than just the body. I am worried that if whatever has happened here is bound to their soul, that I will not be able to help them.
You haven't tried it on anybody, right? Other than Adrian.
Yes,
I mean,
Okay.
but I am not certain that he was afflicted directly with the rot. I think that was
Pact?
a pact and a cost of his actions.
Ratora had it. If you don't have it.
Yeah, but he didn't cut off her head and huff her,
Yeah, but
dust.
the thing did crawl out of her. So it's like we know that it's not in her anymore, right?
It is also possible that what was happening to Adrian is a result of doing what we as Revias do to people with the rot.
I got a little lost. What do you mean?
If to look into a person's soul and escort them across, if whatever this rot is bound to their soul, presumably there is some cost to me doing that ritual.
And
Spiritual
sending
STD.
not sending it to the rotting one, sending it somewhere else.
Yes. Adrian had holes all over him. I have one. I do not know enough about what I do to know whether or not it is a problem.
Control yourself. I think we can finish this philosophical debate later. We should maybe look at the tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us look at the tree.
Love to look at the
Let's
tree,
look at the door.
actually.
Let's all look at the door.
I don't know. I kind of want to check out Ether's holes again.
You only got one.
He only has one.
He's a
Well,
bird.
actually, yes. Actually, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You only have one hole. True. One through hole. We're all just donuts.
Ether.
The tree.
What about your ears?
Those orifices
Go over
are
and look at the
different.
tree.
Yeah, you can read the
Read the-
inscription.
It says, "For the eternal grace," both of which are. Is there capitalization in Sylvan?
Sylvan? Yeah, I would say sure.
It's a refined language.
So the eternal grace granted to the matron of the yew bloom. I bathe in the breath of the summit, that I may be purified to perform the sacred rite of my bloodline.
It's in the Discord now.
Yes, it's in the Discord. For the eternal grace granted to the matron of the yew bloom, I bathe in the breath of the summit, that I may be purified to perform the sacred rite of my bloodline.
Presumably, we Just, or did you say that out loud? Or are you reading that in character or out of character?
In character. I'm translating it for everyone.
Okay.
It's in common, so.
Goodbye.
No, it's in Silver.
I mean, is she reading it in
I'm
common?
saying it in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
translating.
Because it's like it would
Don't
be.
say it in Latin.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna-
Sylvan.
I was gonna say, if you read it in Sylvan, it's like we're still. I still don't know what it means.
For the eternal
There's a lot of hand motions with the script.
The breath of the summit.
So you saying it in common did not do anything, obviously.
No.
I mean, there's something written on the other side of the tree, right? Or was it?
On the other side that was in the purification
Yeah.
chamber, yes. But that was, you didn't just say the thing that was
No,
written
no,
and then go
that's-
through.
What did that one? Is that in the Discord or did someone?
No, that one
I think we just postured that
Yeah, I
it
think it
was.
was
said
me.
for mother.
Yeah, it was.
Rest now, mother, we shall not forget.
Yeah.
So again, it's just not just say the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is instructions for something to do.
The breath of the summit, would that be snow? Wind?
I mean,
The
didn't the translated page that you guys found, didn't that say something about the summit?
to the summit, something to the summit.
That was the end.
All evil yields to the summit.
Yeah, doesn't that have wouldn't that have something to do with like the kingdom itself? You know what I mean?
Possibly. What is the breath of a kingdom?
The people?
It would be a part of it. One of the
Bathe in
most
breath
vital
of the
parts of
summit.
it.
The sacred right of my bloodline, though, like, I have no idea what that is.
Well, I mean, and it's open-ended too. You could have rights, you could have lefts.
Would you allow me to use Druidcraft to make a little snow flurry?
Yeah. You make a small little snow flurry. Nothing happens.
Well, wasn't that?
Matron of the U Bloom.
Thoriel, it is not your inner storm again, is it?
I can try it.
That is something that presumably many of the people within Oglatha have.
It's what we needed to enter the shrine in the first place, so...
I can try it, but I don't know when I'll be able to do it again. Let me see.
I would bundle up a little bit more if she's going to get ready to do that again.
Get chilly.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's not a relief on this side, is there?
No, it's just the hollow carved in. No feminine relief carved in, though.
No pose to strike.
Nope.
I've already used it once before coming down here. I haven't used it again since coming down here, but I can only use it 2 more times before we long rest. If you'd like me to try it now, I can, but in case we encounter something or I need to use it again, I'm limited.
Ether, with your passive, your big peepee.
My big peepee.
I would just say, since you guys are once again in the Hierophant's office, you would in the distance hear echoing out from the area of the healer's ward, just a very distant voice once again saying, "Get out."
Not as rumbly as before, or just
it's just more
because we're
distant.
farther away.
Just
He's
more
the only one that
distant.
hears it, right?
Yeah, his
Okay.
passive perception is fucking like a 23.
Yeah, I would just like cock my head a little bit. Does anyone else hear that? Or just me?
Hear what?
No.
I'll
No,
listen.
no.
My
Child, do me a
elf ears.
favor. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm so wise.
You really are, though. You're a cleric. It is quite literally.
No.
Oh, and
Is
it's an
he
18 on the die.
Is he hearing stuff
Yeah.
again like Felvar?
It's a 26.
Yeah, I would say that as Ether brings up the, like, does anybody else hear that? You would then also hear,
Yes, I hear it.
That same voice muttering, well, screaming to get out. We are just further away now.
So should we give it a try then? See if that does it?
My vote's to try it. Bundle up.
I think you should try it, if only so that way we know we have an exit.
Do you know how to get back if need be?
Sing the lullaby, I'm assuming.
Yes, there seems to be a way in and out of the crypt.
Yeah. Any other objections before I do it?
Let me think for a moment before you do this.
Do it immediately. I say that in your mind.
What does like matron mean?
Mother.
Have we heard the term "you bloom"?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to separate
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fall knowledge.
Yeah,
from
Yaz talked about it.
Okay.
So did T. Wordle.
I would. Can one of you in Sylvan read this to Yaz, if you wouldn't mind?
Hey, it's
Yes.
me, little girl.
You guys can read Sylvan.
I am
Speak
quite
Sylvan.
literally a Sylvan child.
Yaz, can you read this and see if you have any insight onto what this might mean? I know you are familiar with the U bloom.
What?
Just turned on.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
It's
Did you spray
haunted.
like cologne or something?
What?
Did you spray like cologne or something? I have no idea.
Off-hearted.
You want me to read this thing? Sorry, you want me to read this and then what?
Just if you have any insight on what it might mean. It talks about the matron of the U bloom and the breath of the summit, but I'm not sure if there is anything in.
Bird Mama.
Yes. Do you have any insight on what that might be telling us to do here, given what you know about the U bloom?
For the eternal grace.
I mean, I'm a child. I can do my absolute best for you. I'm a really smart child.
So smart.
Well, matron means mother. Sorry,
Yes.
I'll speak in common so this way you all can understand.
Thank you.
Matron means mom.
Yes.
There's a big bird mom that I've seen and described to you guys.
Yes.
She might be the matron.
Okay.
Bird mom.
Bird mom.
The matron of the U bloom, that is the big tree, yes, that you came from?
Yes, the yew bloom's the tree. Matron's the bird lady.
Do you know what the breath of the summit might be?
No. I was in a big tree. Summits are on mountains. I know that.
Yes.
I don't know how mountains can breathe, though. Sorry.
Yeah, like cold wind.
Thariel,
Yes.
take that powder out of your bag.
No. Yes.
It's my.
Leave it here just in case, but take a small little pinch of it and sprinkle it over yourself.
Okay.
Standing by the relief.
What's it smell like?
Smells real fancy.
Roses.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it smells like rose water.
Yeah. Sprinkle a little bit down by my ears.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I stand
Then
near
what
the
are we
tree.
doing? You stand in front of the hollow.
Oh, thank God, you were starting to smell like Barry.
Took off the shoes.
That's why he asked you to do it. Stinky.
No, if it's a cantrip, I don't think it is. It's not. I could cast Disguise Self to look like the matron. I don't know if that'll make a difference.
You've not seen the matron.
Oh,
You
I
had the
just
matron
assumed-
described to you by Yaz, but the matron, as per the description, was a large silhouette because it was in front of a light source. So all you saw was a dark bird woman.
Mothman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Moth Mama.
Uh-huh.
Mothmo man. I say go for it.
Yeah.
Because, like, Breath of Summit, like,
Hello.
sounds like.
There's a hole, right? In like in the tree.
Yeah, there's a
Like you can just get it, right?
Hey, there's a hollow in the tree that you can stand in.
Yeah, well, you said it's a bank tube. Just bloop,
Yeah, just step in it.
just stand in it.
Yep, nothing happens.
I will try a
please.
druid craft.
Uh-huh.
Puff of wind.
Sure. Nothing happens.
Felfu, you were
That's all
going
I
to
got.
say something?
No, he was. I thought No, I was just fucking with Paul. He was like, I was like, hello.
It's worth a try. In worst case, I can use it still one more time. But that will have to be the sparing one if we're not taking a long rest before now and then.
Worst case is you're teleported away immediately.
To a place that we didn't anticipate.
Oh my god, a third location.
Yeah.
Maybe do not do that.
You know my vote.
Unfortunately.
We could always explore more before we make any decisions.
Yes, I am worried that this is, despite us coming through this door one way, I am worried that going the other way is not going to yield the same thing. We also it was not literally a door. Doing whatever is written on this tree may take you elsewhere. It may not take you back to where we came from.
Not only that, you guys can recite the poem. You can't do the magic that I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even
But I mean, if we were grouped around you, presumably it would work.
Hold hands, kumbaya.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna do it, then I think we should do it as a group.
But
Which I do not think we should do that now.
I think we should explore
Yeah.
more before we decide to do that.
I will ponder this writing and see if I can think of something.
Roughly what time of day is it?
I would say you guys don't really have an
Cave
idea.
time.
What time was it before we came in? Like before
Early
we...
mid-afternoon.
I'll check my orb.
There you
Yeah,
go.
check his orbs.
Check the orb.
Pull out my orbs.
It's like mid-afternoon, so like 3 o'clock.
It's like mid afternoon, mid sphere. You know.
Mhm.
I think it won't take long for us to explore what's left on this level, and then
I mean,
we can come back here and
depending on how big it is down here.
I don't know if we'll necessarily be able to come back here depending on how big it is.
Yeah.
It might be going out of the way to come back here as a safe spot.
I mean, it would make sense that this door would lead right to where we came from because this is between his office and his study.
But
and where
there
he
may be
lived.
multiple entrances to this door, and perhaps this is his convenient way to get to the summit
Well, we know
or
where
to the tree.
or to
we know where this
anywhere else.
is, and how to get back here.
Yes.
Right.
Right. We're operating on very limited information, and we are indeed paralyzed by analysis.
Yes.
Right now.
We
So
should
need
walk
to
around.
move.
We do not need to evaluate every single room, but if there's something that seems like it is worth investigating, we can look through it.
Ariel, you're still in the hollow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. I'm going to say that, like, as a moment or so has passed, I'm going to say that just suddenly out of nowhere, in the midst of this darkness, you feel hands wrap around the back of your shoulders.
No.
Just-
Do we see hands wrapped?
You guys see hands reaching out from the shadows of the hollow of the tree. Just
I
grab the
grab
I'm
back.
gonna grab the
Yeah, I grab your
hand
arm.
around.
Are the hands still there?
You guys are pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make a strength check, please.
11.
10.
10. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you guys both like reach for a hand instinctively, and each of you reach and pull at Thariel. And I'll say that like you lurch forward and you get retracted back by these dark hands stretching out from shadow. I'm gonna ask you to make a wisdom saving throw again. Yeah, and you're good at these.
24.
Yeah, yeah. I will just say that, like, as you're recoiling back, you'll just hear a soft whisper, resist to it, but it just says, just ask. The hands still just
Let me
faintly
know.
release from your shoulders, trace down your back.
Jump out of the tree.
Yeah, and they were just
still holding
recoiling
on
into
to
the
it.
shadow.
Do the hands look like bark-like in nature?
No, they look like they're formed of shadow.
Okay.
Like the ones that
Do they look
we didn't see their sleep arms. That
Correct.
was specifically Benjamin who saw the.
Yeah, you would see definitive,
what-
like, yes.
What grabbed him?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not letting go of Thariel.
Yeah, I mean, she said she stepped out. The hands released her.
What
The
happened?
voice just whispered, just ask.
Maybe not an exit.
Unless
What happened?
What
I
happened?
don't know. I was just in the tree talking, and then I felt hands come over my shoulder.
Are the hands still there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They're
shit.
just,
Who are you?
yeah, I would say after a second or so, you guys would see green swirling fucking magic again in the same way from when you guys came in. And then standing in front of you again, just Laverna, just almost mockingly.
It's Laverna again!
Confirmed.
She comes in, we're all just like, yeah, she's just, what are you even doing in here?
This is where we wound up.
I believe it's called paralysis by analysis.
Well,
We were trying to figure out the way back out in case we got trapped.
Like a demon or like the fake
oh,
form?
she looks back into her fake form
Okay.
again. She looks healed,
She looks composed.
rejuvenated, and composed, yeah.
You tried to save them.
Save who?
The people of Alglatha.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We have the notes from you. We have the notes from your father. We know.
My father was a terribly deceptive man.
Why would he write to you about your help?
Madness in his old age.
Why are you scared about helping people?
I'm not afraid.
Insight check.
Sure.
$19.
Ooh.
Very wise.
Realize.
Realize.
I blame this one on you too, Ether.
Apologies.
It's not actually your fault.
I understand, but still. We have been talking a while. There is a lot of information.
I'm just like flipping through the journal, looking up
Yeah,
at the
maybe
thing.
maybe
It's fell
it's
farther
maybe
all
just
over
give it a
again.
break. Give it a break.
Hey, did you try counting in Dwarvish again?
I do not wish to do that again.
I think you should. I think
You're
you
right
probably
here and
should.
stuff.
You.
Do you upset me? No.
Yes. I don't?
No, you do not.
I'll have to fix that.
If it means anything, you upset me greatly.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, Felix.
No, you're not.
I don't mean to.
Why does that upset? Why are you, do you only wish to upset me?
I don't wish to.
But you said we will have to fix
Because
that
she
when I
owns-
said I
she
am
It's just a
owns you.
problem that it isn't
Well,
upsetting.
yes, I mean,
She literally owns your soul.
yes.
That should be upsetting.
It's, if anything, it's a reflection of your absence of wisdom that you don't fear the person who carries your soul in contract.
It's egregious to your very nature.
I simply understand the deal that I made in the terms of the agreement.
Good.
Laverna,
Yes, my dear.
what's the summit?
The summit?
The summit.
What of the summit? What is it?
What is it?
It's the part of the mountain, the highest point.
Not the summit under lowercase. The summit capitalized.
Yes, that is indeed what Alglatha referred to, the highest point of their wonderful mountain range here.
Does it carry magical properties?
That connects the entire mountain range behind it, right?
Mhm.
I'm getting because like Alglatha's over here.
Mhm.
So and
Was
then the
Alglatha
mountain-
in the mountains?
It was at the base of it.
It was at the
the
base,
base
of it.
of it. So okay, because
So
there's
then
like
it
a
would
whole
be-
range to the back, right?
Mhm.
Like that's because you said it was like U-shaped, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just trying to get it, and then the highest point would be over here where
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get a visual.
It was the tallest point of the kingdom, of the mountain
Yes.
range.
What is the breadth of the summit then? Snow?
Oh, you're all wonderful at this. Snow, of course.
She mocking us?
Easier.
I think she's mocking us.
Remember that thing you saw in the mountains? Which way was its mouth? Toward or away from Alglatha?
Fucking what?
You should check on the big stone boy, the big stone dragon.
The stone dragon, that was west.
Oh, that was west.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was laying
okay.
facing
It was
west.
I thought it was curled
It
around.
was facing the other way.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, which way was it facing?
Yeah.
It was, sorry, Hostrakar is to the west. The stone dragon embedded into the mountains is behind it. It was
Okay.
curled up like it
Gotcha.
was sleeping. So like,
Like a sleeping dog type
yeah,
of thing.
hard to discern like, you know,
Not
in
really
the
facing
circular
Okay,
it.
like
so it's
yeah.
not actually big enough to be near Alglatha.
Correct.
Okay, I thought I had an
Yeah.
idea that it was just like the
No, it's not the entire mountain range. It's,
gargantuan.
oh, it's gargantuan, but it's not the entire like 80-mile long mountain range that is
Okay.
the northern reach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this summit have anything to do with the crystal tower that we were told is be here?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
You
I'm sorry,
you didn't
Voice.
live here.
Oh, I lived here long ago.
Oh, and you didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Your dad didn't tell you. Your mom didn't tell you.
no,
I think
Wow,
there's
horrible communication in this family.
I know.
Yeah. That's a shame.
It
Laverne.
feels the same in yours, didn't it?
I didn't talk to anyone.
Is that something to brag about, Forrest?
No.
In divorce mine, I am going to say, please don't antagonize her.
When
What,
was
my
the
dear?
first time you saw me use my storm abilities?
Oh, manifest the blizzard in your skin.
Yeah.
You were a very small girl.
7 sides.
Remarkable magic proclivities within your bloodline.
You could do it later. Just not now.
Would one possibly compare it to the Breath of the Summit?
No.
Now that you mentioned Breath of the Summit again, I would like to insight her, check her saying that we're so good at this.
Sure.
Because we.
She was
Oh my
mocking
god, that
us.
was like 5 minutes ago. It's like, wait a minute. You're making fun of me.
That's the most Nesgrim shit ever. Please do it.
That thing you said 3 minutes ago. You were being a dick.
Felfool's just like, yeah, get him.
That's
34.
no.
I got 20.
Sorry, that's what you rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so not 34.
Respect.
12. So
Much less.
You're great at this. I'm glad that he's around again.
I do think it's snow. I think that's the Breath of the Summit. The wind blows, snow comes off of it.
My dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. You're all missing such obvious things.
Sunlight hitting it?
Oh no. It's enjoyable to watch.
You said to ask.
Why did you?
Yes, so ask.
I'm
What are
pretty
you
sure they
willing to
already
give
asked.
or do?
Bargains! Oh, I don't do bargains! And I slowly start to back towards the exit of the room.
See, this is why it's not. She's not helpful. It's just not helpful.
Oh, I won't
It's not
ask for
constructive.
much.
It's not constructive.
Sorry, one hug from you is all I'll ask.
She's gonna take me, 100%.
I'm gonna get kidnapped. I'm a 28-year-old independent, strong woman. I'm gonna get fucking snatched.
Thariel,
A hug from who? Just her?
Yes.
All right, yeah.
deals
take
are
you home.
bound by the words that are used to make them. Laverna may terrify you, but she is honorable in her deals.
Of course I am. All I want is one hug.
In exchange for.
You may ask one question, and I will answer you with full sincerity, my dear.
What does hug mean to you?
An embrace.
Does it need to be
Use
warm?
more common
Does it need
language
to be a
than
warm
that.
embrace?
I would just like to hold her in my arms for but a moment.
Elaborate on a moment.
Roughly 1 minute in time.
A minute, that's a long time.
That's a long time. I'm gonna be honest.
Just my two
Hag lawyer
arms.
present,
As
please.
as my client is uncomfortable.
I will agree to the terms
Fantastic.
on the premise that I do not ask the question, but my friends do.
10 rounds of combat, that hug.
So, one question that your entire friend group agrees upon. And I shall get a hug from you.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I would like.
Besides your question.
Don't say a word, Nesgrim.
I would like to enter my vote for the question to not do it.
She just pulls out a nail file and just.
Ask her where the guns are now.
Oh wait, we need someone to hug her, and they need to be expendable. Felthul.
We found the perfect job.
Hug this tall, scary goth woman.
Ooh. You had me at
Oh,
doll.
please. Are you a witch?
Whatever it is you ask me.
Is it the dragon again?
I had a friend who was into witches
Had.
until one killed him.
Right?
Greatest day of his life.
We could ask her what we need to do in order to satisfy the writing above this door and where it will take us. If we do.
Or we could also ask how to escape.
What's telling us to get out?
Why, we could also ask where are all the exits and how do we use them?
Yeah, that's.
We
Can
could
we get a
also
map?
explore and find all this without having to risk whatever fuckery's going
But we
on.
have found this and we are no closer to determining how the door works.
Yeah, she's.
Just because a
laughed in
door
our
is a
face
door does
about-
not mean we know it. We spent 20 minutes trying to open a normal door. Felix had to port inside and open it from
No,
the
they got
other
good
side.
locks here.
Is she
Good,
holding it
strong
together
construction.
as we-
Oh yeah, she's like again. She genuinely has like a nail file out and is doing her nails. She's just slightly chuckling every once in a while.
It's
Just
not even your
sneering.
real nails. Stop it.
Oh, Felix, you see right through me.
Also ask her who's in the castle with us right now that's making those noises.
I think the king.
It's probably the king. It's
I
a
think
good
it's
bet,
probably
but
the
you know,
king.
what if it isn't?
Oh God.
It'd
But
be so much
also-
worse if it wasn't the king, right?
I know.
I mean,
Wait,
that's
wait,
her.
wait, wait,
that's,
wait, 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 wait,
You
wait,
heard
wait.
the intro video at the top of the stream. It's definitely the king.
that would.
Ether.
If you think
Yes.
it's the
Right here.
king,
Right here.
Yes, hello,
The
Vorst.
king was saved, right?
Ow!
is
I thought the king was saved.
Into your
The king went
mind,
mad.
she agreed to answer any question
Yes,
yeah.
in exchange for a hug.
yes.
This
One
is into
question.
Ether's mind.
Yes,
No
any-
one can
any
hear
one
me.
question.
How do you make a room?
Who's in here?
Name all the 7 herbs and spices.
your mind.
That call is coming from inside my brain.
Uh-oh. He was never the same after that.
She agreed to answer any question.
Yes.
Any.
Any question, presumably, that she is able to answer.
Yeah, that's not what she said, though. She said any question.
Yes, she did say that.
Hag law dictates.
What do you have in mind? My mind.
You could ask it like one of those questions. One of the bad questions that you're not allowed to answer.
I think I have enough insight into Laverna to at least have some idea of what's going on, but that does not help us get out of here. But I
Alright.
do see your point. But
Yeah, keep that in mind.
I think we can only trade so many hugs for questions.
I mean, there's quite a few of us down here.
Ain't getting a hug from me.
I'm just gonna shrug at you.
I don't think she wants a hug from most of us.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4. For
She doesn't
sure.
want to hug me.
I think your guys' safety is the most
I would
important
love to
thing.
hug Nescript.
Yeah, a lot of people like you. That's
Why?
Look at you.
No one wants to hug me.
Oh,
I do.
oh man, can he get a freebie?
Would you like a free hug, Nescript?
She's wearing that T-shirt and everything.
Hold on, let me move my I Heart Boobies bracelet.
What do you get out of hugging me?
The satisfaction of a friendly embrace. You think such nefarious things of me.
Because last time I saw you, you were opening a bag of souls at us.
Well, I'm not doing that now.
It's the old
I didn't even.
seen her trip
Yeah.
I didn't even bring my bag.
Did you leave it at home?
How did you
Yes.
get here, even?
I read the lullaby. I sang the lullaby to Thoriel all of the time.
That's how she knew it.
Yes.
Dario, was there something else that she did or said to you a lot?
She did say, "Don't look into the eyes of the darkened one." And I thought that was kind of strange.
You know.
Just advice.
Mhm.
I
So,
mean,
so you sang the lullaby and then just showed up here?
Well, I was in the
That's what-
hollow of the tree on the other side. That's exactly how we all
That's
came
how the
through
door
here.
works.
That is how this works, yeah.
to get in here, that's what we did.
We
It is not how to get back out.
We didn't try to say the lullaby though.
saw her before we.
Yeah, she was in the.
She was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Before
I know Thariel went into the tree, the hands, like,
No. Before we came
To
here,
get here.
to Outglass.
there was a whole thing.
Yeah, coming
Oh.
from the embalming room
Yeah,
to
she does,
here.
That's not her true form, bud.
Oh, yeah, she's a big old demon.
Well, yeah.
Goat lady.
Asgrim, you could give her a hug.
That's
Also,
up to you.
multiple of us have given you a hug.
I wouldn't actually hug her. It was kind of a joke.
I don't think I'm going to.
What question do we
What
want
about
to
a kiss,
ask?
good Nesgrim?
Ooh, a little beso.
No,
Further.
no, no.
Does anyone want to kiss Nesgrim?
She's offering it up to Nesgrim.
You answer a question, I'll kiss Nesgrim.
Well, I still want my hug, but if you would like to do that.
No. For a question.
She said, "Who would like to kiss?" Nazgul voice was like, "Dibs!"
No, I'm trying to get paid out of this. Show me your payments.
Okay, so
Times aren't that tough, Vorst. We got a lot of gold in Felfarthen.
But answering questions.
we still need to figure out our first question.
I personally think we should ask how to use this tree in order to get out. And
Oh,
where will it take
Maybe
us?
that's a little too specific.
Who
How
was
do
your
we-
daddy
how do
and
we-
what does he do?
How do we get out of here?
King dead, dying.
You can just say, walk out the exit.
Where are the exits?
At the bottom of the palace.
Because then we're gonna find exits and we're not gonna be able to use
Isn't
them.
this fun, Laverna?
I'm having a wonderful day.
I think if
Yeah, you
I
ask how to use
specified
this
how
one.
do we utilize this particular exit and where will it take us?
I think
What if
that's
it has
too-
multiple paths it could take us? It
Well,
is a
so-
tree
so
after
you
If it
all.
ask-
has multiple paths to take us, there's got to be different
How do we
keys to go
utilize this
different
exit to
places.
get
Take us
back to where we
Oshuamp.
came from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
If she
man.
says the lullaby, I'm slapping Ether.
Wait.
We tried the lullaby, right?
No. We didn't try anything.
We didn't try the
We
lullaby.
stood here
singing!
We stood here and we're
Save
literally
us!
paralyzed by analysis.
That's why I said
that
it's
we
the
tried the
lullaby.
lullaby.
We did not try the lullaby.
Tell sing!
She's standing in the hollow. You left the hollow. I'm now in the hollow watching.
You didn't have to
she's
stand in the
getting a
hollow
kick out of
before.
this.
Dude, no, you just had to approach it.
This is the Laverna part. This
Dude,
isn't even
just
the Night
sing.
Mother. This is the
You could
Laverna part.
certainly
I'm
try.
going to
Look at these idiot
I'm
children.
going to approach Laverna.
You guys
Oh,
also know the
goodness.
lullaby. You sang it to get here.
Yeah, I'll
Anybody
sing the
can sing it.
lullaby.
Would you like the?
No, I'm going to ignore her and look up and sing the lullaby.
Oh yeah. As soon as you start to sing, she just presses a finger over your lips. Shh, shh, shh. Felix, don't interrupt the question.
I'll take a step back and start to sing the lullaby again.
Yeah, you step back, you sing the lullaby. She just, all right, nothing happens.
She stopped me in any way.
No.
It just
Felix,
doesn't
that's
work.
not the answer. This is a Piriella family secret. My bloodline, dear. Not yours.
Well, I guess we go with the question. Do you want to rephrase it, Hag lawyer? How exactly should we phrase
I'm
the
not
question?
convinced that we need to ask her the question. This is a puzzle and we can figure it out. You have his journals.
We also could ask how to utilize what we found in the notes to save Alglatha.
It told us, did it not? We just need all of the ingredients, which would empty the stores of the Felfarthen. Hostrakar, sorry.
We're missing
You are missing part of it.
2 ingredients, and one of the ingredients was missing. Was that what it was?
You do not have King's Tears.
King's Tears.
You also still do
and
not
the
have.
other 2 were very expensive and hard to get. Right?
Yes,
That
they
was
were
the-
sacred to the family, but they were willing to part with them, so it was incredibly valuable. You were missing King's Tear, and you still do not have the right. I only gave you, I said the diagram. It's just the magic circle. It's not the fucking 12 plus steps
Gotcha.
of what to do
12-step program, right?
for
Right.
got-
the
we got the
incredibly elaborate,
ingredients.
like
Yeah,
24-hour-long
Yeah.
ritual.
We got
So,
the
like,
ingredients, we got
probably
the
the
diagram,
question.
we don't know
Like,
how to cook it.
you guys are still not close to, like, you have 2 out of the 3 parts.
Yeah.
Perhaps that is the question.
I think that's a better
Are we
thing to
going-
ask for. The ritual.
I'll pull out my notebook.
I want to save the people here and stop this, and this is obviously important to me to find these instructions. Are we going to use them?
I do not know, but there are people out there that are suffering from the same thing, and whether or not we are able to save Alglatha, the rest of this plane may need this.
We're going to need it one way or the other.
I think that should be our question.
I agree with you here.
Okay, so what exactly are we going to ask then?
The ritual to perform
The right.
What
Or
is,
the entire.
in detail, what is the entire rite in order to perform the ritual described in the notes from Laverna's father to Laverna.
In order.
In order.
I
In
don't
correct
know
order.
if
I said detail,
Pull out the
but
note.
in
Yeah,
correct
this
order.
note.
Correct.
I don't know
This
if she's
note.
gonna give up
that
for
particular
a hug.
note.
She said.
She said
any.
any one question that is part of
She
the
did
deed.
not give any stipulations.
And is she
Oh, forgive me. I'm just very excited for what's about to happen.
Oh my god, she's gonna turn me into a hag. He does her.
I think you
Zipped
never mind.
away.
I still
I
think
am
you don't
part of
need
it.
to hug her, but
Yeah,
Oh no,
it's-
she does. If I answer the question, she needs to hug me.
He's so
And if we
concerned
don't
with the
ask
way
the
she
question,
said
you
it.
don't
Yeah, I'm
have
gonna
to
back
hug
away
her.
again after she says it like that.
just I
You
really
don't
don't
just
think
like-
you have to.
You don't
Just-
have to do this.
Yes, but I'm in it for the plot.
See what happens.
For the plot.
If Thariel
Can we
is
rain
in
check?
it for the
Can we
plot,
rain check? Can
She
we rain
doesn't
check?
allow range.
I think we should ask.
How did
while
she?
she's
How did
here.
she leave again last time when we saw her in Demon?
When
Did
she
just,
stepped
like,
outside of the crypt,
She
she
literally
vanished
walked
in
away
smoke.
and then
She
smoked
vanished
out.
in smoke. She literally. I think she can just do that whenever.
Yeah.
So
So like, can we just rain check? It won't pop.
I do not.
do you
I-
accept rain checks?
What is that?
Oh, it's a Ganassi thing.
Oh, sorry.
Where you get what you part of the bargain first, and then the other half is paid later. Kind of like a.
Oh, I didn't intend to redeem the hug
alone.
now. No, it's a hug for whenever. That you must abide. The moment I ask for a hug.
That's far worse.
so much worse.
I don't
It's
think
so
we wanna-
bad.
I don't.
It's so bad.
If anything, now
Well,
I
if
think
she
we should give payment before she even answers the question. That might be the safest.
I think if you
That
hug
is
her
so
now,
much
she has
worse.
to answer.
Counter.
We had Floor Sarah. I don't like Tall John. It's much more
Tall
about-
John's having a
and I
blast.
don't like it.
If you would like me to answer the question,
I'm
stipulation is just one hug in the future for me to reclaim whenever
And
I
was
how,
wish.
him
how
fine with-
exactly long must the hug be?
1 moment.
No, in seconds.
60. It must be 1 minute.
That's far too many rounds of combat.
That's so many rounds of combat. That's so many rounds.
I will be fine.
All right.
Felix, are you concerned
No.
for me?
Ah, wow.
Are you worried for me?
Someone
We've
cares
seen what
for
she
my
looks like. I'm
child.
worried for everybody.
I want to hear you say it. Say you're scared for me.
He won't say it.
I'm worried for the rest of us.
He'll just risk his entire
Except
life to
Felfool,
save you
right?
if something
Yeah, he
happens.
could fucking.
Oh.
Dick.
Felfool's old, right?
The answer.
Very.
Yeah,
He's
all
in his
right.
20s.
Tracks.
Felfool's in his 20s.
You'd
No,
hardly
he
know
looks
that
like a
I've been working
middle-aged
as a
orc
demon
man.
caller for only 10 years.
Right.
I'm 34.
Yeah, he's middle aged.
rights-
Nestor doesn't like him.
The
Perfect.
rights are crucial to getting the answers to
Yes.
solving the rot. I don't care what the repercussions of this are.
But we found 2 of the things we need by ourselves without Laverna's help.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
but that third one is the hardest to find.
It is also.
Something
a
You
letter-
might just be saying that though.
But
It
I
is-
know where it is.
But I don't trust you
Oh,
as
you
far as
don't
I
know.
can
You
throw
can't
you.
give us the instructions.
You don't know what the crystal tower is, but you know where this is hidden.
Oh, of course I know what the crystal tower
Nah,
is.
that's not
I
what
just
she
don't
said.
want to tell you anymore.
She's a fibber. Who
She's
would have
changing
guessed?
the rhetoric.
She's going to lie to you. We can find it without.
She's not going to lie. That
She
is part of
doesn't.
the deal.
You have to tell the truth.
Oh,
Hug.
yes, of course. That is what I'm contracted to do.
Hag law.
Hug.
Again,
is
this is a
hag.
conversation outside of contract. I
Hag
may
law.
lie if I
Hug
wish.
law.
Off the record, if you
Yes,
will.
this is off the record.
Spell hug without.
So you can lie now.
Yes,
Hag
but if
law.
I take a deal with Thariel, I may not lie.
After the deal is made.
What?
What if?
The
I may lie again. Why wouldn't I be allowed to lie again?
What I mean is, up until you make the deal with Thariel, you can lie about the terms of the deal.
I don't think.
No,
the-
then it would be a different deal.
I would, yes.
She can lie about whatever else she wants.
Yes.
But
I may
not
not
the-
lie
not
about the
the deal.
contract, and I may not lie within the contract.
Could you
Odd
lie right
morality
now?
in your laws.
Checks out. Tag law.
Hag law.
I think, given that the letter was addressed to Laverna
Hmm.
and her research, that we should ask Laverna.
I also.
I pray you do.
Okay, so let's just take stock of who Laverna here is fucked over. Ether?
I've not
I
fucked over
I made a
Ether.
deal willingly.
Through
Yes.
proxying me,
How did I fuck over Nesgrim?
Desiel.
By proxy? That's not my responsibility.
You got
Desiel is
first
a
tea.
whole individual person, and you chose to drink her tea.
You did choose to drink
I
her tea.
did
That's
choose
what I
to
heard.
drink her tea.
We
yes.
both.
Listen, again, I'm all just for having a good time and getting a hug from my beloved long-lost daughter.
That's a stretch. But let's do this before I change my mind.
Well, that's up to you all.
We were in the
Again.
middle of tallying who she's fucked over. I'm still going to kind of go agree with Nesgrim here. You?
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Oh, look at how strong she is. I raised her so well.
You put her through a lifetime of hell.
You were
Life
stitched
is
together.
hell-vorst, you know that.
Doesn't have to be.
You are right. I simply chose to prepare her for the hell that I knew was laying in wait for her.
But you also chose to do that instead of giving her every opportunity that she could have had and having the greatest life possible.
Oh, she had a wonderful childhood. Books, adventures.
Until she was kicked out of the nest.
Well, that was again because Harmony was going to teach her. I didn't want her to be eaten by her sister. It's not fun.
Is that the type of living situation you think is ideal and perfect? Is living
Regardless
with
of who
a
she's-
cannibalistic sister?
Regardless of who she's fucked over, we need these answers.
And we can find them a different way.
I think
A hug at any time of her choosing.
that's why I don't play warlocks.
You counteroffer.
30
It's
sec-
the only
30
it's the only
seconds.
ground you got. You can change the time, or you can change when the hug happens.
One arm hugged. Just one arm.
No. Bad. That's bad.
Come on, that's not even a
I
hug.
can
That's
still
a shitty
I
hug.
can kill somebody with one arm. Come on. Come on, son.
I still think it's a good idea.
Not when she says so. Is what I'm
Thariel,
saying.
Thariel, for you. 30 seconds at most.
Ooh, there we go. We got it down.
Let me
20,
30.
25.
I've already reduced.
18.
Out of the goodness
Freedoms.
and kindness of my heart.
5 rounds of combat. Manageable.
a good compromise is when neither party walks away happy.
She seems really happy.
Oh, I'm elated.
I don't know if there's a way to make her unhappy.
When was the
Don't
last time
make
I
the
got to
deal.
hug her?
That's it. See? Unhappy. So boom, you won. No hugs. We get no answers, both unhappy.
What about a long high five?
No. I want to hold
Like
her
where
again as
you
I
run
did.
and jump, you know, and
No.
But you would also be willing to hold me for the same result.
No.
What if
I
No,
simply
for
offered
free.
you a hug.
what if we tell her the question before I agree to hug her or
I
not?
don't-
She simply says if she can or cannot answer it.
I don't think.
I'm not
Isn't that an
obligated
answer to a
tell you the
question?
truth.
And she can lie.
I also.
Based on Hack Law.
I don't know. I believe she might be obligated to answer the question that we pose. Once it's agreed upon.
If she cannot, the deal is forfeit.
I can't give back the hug.
You were not hugging her first.
It might be the only opportunity to get the answers to the questions from her.
She tells us the answer and then I hug her.
She said she will redeem the hug at a later date.
Whenever she wants.
most likely when it's very inconvenient.
No,
Correct.
counteroffer is the hug is now or never.
I'm fine with 30 seconds. I
No.
appreciate your guys' concern. but
No,
yes.
it's now or never, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling
30
you.
seconds.
I never thought I'd have this
30,
conversation
a
in my
30-second
life.
hug now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Now. You have to state that.
You have to
Yes,
say that.
30
that's-
second hug
As
now.
for, as for
Yes.
Hag Law.
Yes.
As your attorney.
Yes. I will hug you for 30 seconds. Right now.
There you go.
No. When I want.
It has nothing to do with her wanting to hold her long-lost daughter. Otherwise, she would want to hug you now.
There is but a moment in her future that I've already glimpsed that I know she will need me to be there for her.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
And I simply wish to be there for her.
Any idea what she's talking about?
I have a sneaking suspicion that her HR manager is gonna want something to do with me.
Oh, well, then we're going to go with no right now.
Correct,
No,
correct,
no,
no.
never mind.
Farewell.
That's all it took. That is all it took.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Don't let the tree hit you in the ass.
Oh, I don't need to leave.
Okay, can we leave, guys?
I think we can just go.
Yes, you're free
I think
to go.
our friend here has had a very, very close, intimate encounter with said HR
woman.
manager. No, said HR manager. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Certainly, you're free to go.
Yep.
I'm not holding anyone here.
Back into the
Well-
hollow you go.
No, I'm just going to stay here. I would like to watch.
Okay, can we leave I'm gonna like step out of the room and just like stick my hand in. Can we step out? Can
Yeah.
If Felthor just walked by, hello.
So, are you seeing anyone?
I heard you're a witch.
New shoes. Anything about men with new shoes?
This is a fancy. Oh, this is your father's room. He's wearing all his clothes. Would you like to call me daddy?
Oh my
That's a
god.
genuine thing. You see her flash a soft smile, just like a little grin,
I'm wearing your
Smite
dad Papa's
Felthor.
clothes.
and then she just places a hand on Felthul's shoulder and just drags him towards her.
Oh yeah!
What did you
Hey, what's going on in there? Why is nobody
If you guys want to intervene, you're welcome to.
No.
I said I stepped out of the room, so I'm like leaning
I
back
would
in as
grab
this
her
is
by the
happening.
wrist. As she reaches for him, I would grab her by the wrist.
I would
Yeah.
grab onto
Yes.
Falthul.
Yes.
Okay. Grab her. My dear. You're so cold.
Not this one.
What's happened to you?
I'm gonna pull Falthul back. It's just her.
She
Now that her.
releases.
I tug her just a little bit closer to me.
She just puts one hand up just a few inches from your cheek. Doesn't touch.
I just really stare into her eyes.
All I wanted was you to learn what love is.
Laverna, I know you're still in there somewhere. And one of these days we'll free you. I let go of her hand and I continue walking with my friends.
Yeah, I would say that you release her wrist. And you just see her smile in your direction.
I don't even look back at her, just continue walking.
Pulling Falthul away and just looking at her.
Out of the room, out of the room.
Yeah, start walking out.
When was the last time you stepped out in the light?
I mean-
it was bright outside when we were fighting.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, daylight. Like, daylight. Like, straight sunlight.
Oh, daylight doesn't bother me in the least.
Yeah, when was the last time you went for a walk in it?
Only a few weeks ago.
It's a long time to be in the dark.
No.
I don't think has any. I don't think she has any problem.
Check. I was moving Falthul. I'm still the
I don't think she has any issues with the sunlight.
No, and that's not whether she has issues with the sun or not.
You're saying she's gone mad like the people down here?
No,
walked inside
no.
for too long.
What I'm saying is maybe next time you go for a long walk in the sunlight and the moonlight, maybe it'll give you a chance to really get in touch with yourself again.
I am very much in touch with myself. I know myself to my very core.
Oh no, I mean not you. I mean like get in touch with the old you, you know? Little part in the back of your head that's just screaming, help me.
I am me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more.
And who is me to you?
Laverna, the Night Mother.
There it is, see? Yeah.
Please. Did he ever say the word Laverna in his notes, the father?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Well, let's fuck off out of this room.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna say the other people follow you guys out into the healer's ward, and then so does she.
That's fine.
I would attempt to close the door.
Felix.
Are you joining our
Joining?
adventure?
I'm simply a witness.
Okay.
Laverna,
Would you
did
feel
spend-
better if you couldn't see me?
No.
No, actually.
Oh, I think you would.
No.
Are you
Felix,
sure?
Felix,
Please.
Felix. She might.
I could just be invisible.
She might make for some good conversation walking through these halls. She knows it better than the
I'm
rest
telling
of
her
us.
not to go
That's-
invisible.
No, that's if she remembers.
I'm positive.
Because, you know, she doesn't remember things.
Or if she's willing to tell us without a hug.
Or tell us truths. Because I
You
know
are all
that's
so
it's
fickle.
a hard time.
I am.
She's gonna start lacking
You're,
basically
you're a
walking through the
literal
healers.
hag.
I'm gonna make eye contact
So?
with Ether, and just
What's a figurative?
Yes.
we can.
Yeah, you can respond to him.
You can respond to this message.
Reply all.
I think she wants to give us the answers.
Yes, she does.
I don't think she's allowed to.
I imagine she's not allowed to. But the terms of her bargain are worrying.
They're definitely a concern.
You see, as she's lackadaisically walking through here, she would just be looking around, almost like reminiscent. My father wasted his life here. So sad.
I think
So
we.
sad.
I think we should keep an eye on her. She might be giving us more answers than she
Yes.
wants us to Well, I think she might want us to.
I will do my best to use my large PP to insight what she might be saying between the lines.
I'll do the same. I'm not quite as insightful as you are.
We do our best.
My peepee's not nearly as impressive.
It's just in. Retora has PP envy.
I hate this. I would like to go home.
Actually gonna hit him in the head. Oh,
She
no,
saved
Laverne.
you so many times.
Right? Yeah, no, Laverne.
Cried over your
Right?
corpse
Well,
several times.
Well, because if Nesgrim died, he wouldn't be able to say dumb shit like that.
Mhm. Yeah, he just walked. She just walks.
so what you're
towards
saying
the-
is
the entrance to the hallway again. Just looks back over her shoulder. Are you not still exploring Alglatha?
We are, yes.
Perhaps I'll see you around then.
Please don't.
What? Now you want me around, Felix?
No, you're going to be around either way.
You're right.
Laverna, you might as well stay. You know this area better than we do.
You're right.
Any chance you're willing to help us with navigating?
What are you willing to give me, Nesgrim?
You don't
How
have
about a
to
kiss?
just kiss her. She really wants to give you a smooch.
I'm not gonna kiss her. I'm not gonna kiss her.
Nesgrim, get over there and kiss that hag.
Nesgrim, do not kiss the demon woman.
Nesgrim, one kiss right now, only a few seconds. 3 at most.
It's a long kiss.
Why did you come here?
To Alglatha? It's my home.
So you can come freely whenever you want.
No. I simply wanted to witness you all in your expedition. Again, you are ferrying my daughter around.
But you can't come here whenever you'd like.
Well, not that I can't, I just don't wish to. There's not much left for me here.
What is here that you came back for?
Watching her. Look at her.
Oh, boy.
She was raised for this moment.
I think there's something here that you're counting on us to help you retrieve.
Explore an ice palace?
Perhaps.
If there is,
Mm-hmm.
that is what you get in return
Oh, you're willing to give it to me?
for helping us.
So if I help
I'm gonna
you...
elbow Nesgrim in
Can we stop making deals with a hag for 5 minutes?
Let's just walk. Let's just
For
walk
5
and
minutes.
see what happens.
I know where the
Would
spot
you
his
like me
armor
to
is.
guide you around?
I know where that weak spot.
Yeah,
he's
you
getting
get
it.
fucking jabbed in the side.
I'm not.
Stop talking.
Just weirdly trust me.
Well, we said we were going to finish exploring this area,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
let's
Yes.
walk outside the healer's
Yep.
ward, right, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
If
Feel free
anything,
to guide
we're
us.
safer.
Not anything that you
Well,
would
where
not do
would
so
you
willingly.
like to go?
I do not wish for you to guide us if there is something in payment for yourself.
Well, I ask no payment. You just tell me. This is just out of the kindness of my heart.
What was on this floor?
What? Well, there's the healer's ward. There's a barracks. It's a big library with lots of books.
We do like a big library.
There's a beautiful little sitting garden. There's a royal garden behind it with a big fountain.
Big bookie. Big bushy beard.
There was a botany room and a nursery.
There might
Guards, of course. You know, it's palace. Some stairs.
We should check out the library.
Yes, I think, and perhaps the
Yes.
botany room. There may be things.
Oh,
in
yes,
there that we
split
need.
up, please.
No, together.
No, together.
Oh.
We split up once. It did not go well for us.
I think it worked out all right.
It did not.
It did not.
It could have been worse.
It could have been
You
worse.
brought a chained.
But I dealt with it. It's okay.
Which is closer, the botany room or the library?
Got taken care of.
Botany
You
garden
probably
or
Technically,
shouldn't be
with where we're
breaking
standing,
off.
the botany room.
Perhaps the botany room first, then.
Let's go check it out.
See if there are things on our list there.
We
Perhaps.
can step through the little gardens, get to the botany room.
Is there another way to get to the botany
No. Genuinely, no.
room? Okay, all right, yeah,
I would also like to see the garden and this fountain. Perhaps
Oh,
the
it was
statue
beautiful.
for sure.
may give us some insight.
Perhaps it still is.
Is this fountain gonna be anything like the fountain in
Papa fountain?
I would like to attempt to stealthily move towards the library
You got it.
alone.
You got it.
Beat my pee-pee.
Add it! Add it!
Excuse me?
Add the quote!
It's a 19 on the die, you fuck.
Please, someone add the quote.
It's a 22.
Nope. 23.
23 for him.
You catch me, but you can't stop me.
Mm-hmm.
Felix, we really should stick together.
Wandering off.
We will go to the library.
Felix, if
after
you would
this.
like to go to the library alone, I could show you. I won't escort you. I mean, I'll simply direct you from where we stand here.
That's all right.
You just aim to wander around this floor until you find the library.
Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful time.
How did that work
Felix.
out for you last time, bud?
You guys are being mean.
we will go.
Aggressive, and you're being escorted by a demon.
We will
I'm
go-
going to go to the library alone.
Then we are going to the library. We're not.
No,
leaving you alone.
no. It's fine.
We are not leaving you alone.
If there was anything here, we would hear it.
She begins walking to the right. Botany this way.
I don't want to waste time.
I want to see the library as well.
Can't fucking read, so.
That's not true.
You also, can you read Sylvan?
No.
Then what are you going to do in the library?
The university hall was in common. Not everything here is in Sylvan. Fine. We'll go to the botany. I'm sure everything's frozen over. Nicely
Probably.
preserved.
Probably, but then we can circle back and we will go to the library.
All right.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
you
up,
guys
I'm up in Dex at level 8. Fuck you.
Yeah, you see that
Just
she's
because of this.
roughly like 30 feet ahead of you guys, walking through the hallway, just sashaying, having a wonderful time in her old palace. And that she, from where you guys had come out from the healer's ward, makes this turn and then goes this way.
She makes a left.
Yep. She makes a right initially outside of the healer's ward and then makes a left at the
Oh, so
first.
the healer's ward would be on that
This
side.
is the healer's ward.
Gotcha.
So when she makes a left, she's coming out of the healer's ward, making a right and making a left. That would be in the direction of where the stairs down were,
Slightly
across the
further
hall.
than.
Yes.
but further.
Correct.
Gotcha.
On that side, just slightly further. You guys following?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say your 5 NPCs are just kind of like real skeptical and worried about the tentative situation that we're finding ourselves in, but follow along.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're also in a dead kingdom, so.
Yeah, we're kind of fucked.
Where are they gonna go?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's not far from where you guys were. We made that turn. And this is the direction in towards the sitting garden. Yeah, the sitting garden is covered in frost. So as you guys step into the threshold of it, you can see that it is big, beautiful glass pane windows that are obviously covered in frost, but you'd still be able to see inside. You can see that it's stone laden where it's got decorative path set out. It's got multiple little circular tables sporadically set around. It is 80 feet by about 60 feet. So various circular tables. You can see that there are decorative plants set up in little elevated platforms. Pansies, daffodils, hellebores, lily of the valley, camellias, glory of the snow. All great flower names. Real flowers too, surprisingly. especially
really?
especially hellebore and glory of the snow.
Yeah, those are real.
Really great, genuine
I'm
flowers.
assuming it's like a morning glory.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that as you step into the threshold, you can see that at these circular tables there are small wooden chairs, and at some of the chairs there are definitively frozen fucking people in there in the midst of like holding a teacup.
Oh fuck! It's the food court.
So,
Are they?
so it was instant.
what state of
Yes.
rot are they? In?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are they gasping?
It
Shuddering?
looks like mid-conversation, right?
It would look like mid-conversation.
No, I mean, are they like doing the gasp shudder thing like the ones in the beds were?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
completely,
Completely
fully
frozen.
frozen over, like humanoid forms, completely no visible stains of the rot, elegant, just encased in ice.
Any signs of like frostbite and or decay
Nope.
on their fingertips, noses, faces?
Nope.
Cool.
So this is the second place that has had an apocalyptic event happen in an instant.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't think apocalyptic is.
I mean, it's end of
It's-
days.
I just point at
Yeah.
the frozen man with the cup.
Oh, he's fine, Felix.
I wonder if the right is what did this.
He's just relaxing.
Like if they perform the wrong rite.
No, I think perhaps.
Or if the
Hey, two wrongs don't make a right. You're always.
I know what you mean, Ritora, but I would call this. There's no kingdom left.
It may have been an attempt to stop it from spreading.
Right,
It
but
looks
in,
like it
In the
worked.
process, if you kill everyone, does it matter?
No, I
Well,
agree. They may
he's
not,
not-
be dead.
he's not
but they are
rotting.
in stasis.
So he's not dead. I get what you're saying, but like he's not dead.
We've been around this ice; it's everywhere. Is it magical in nature? Am I able to discern? Am
We
I
were
able
not.
to do any?
We were not able to light fires. It went out immediately.
Right, but I'm talking about the ice itself. That could be some other effect. I don't know.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
Oh, so yeah, like the ice / the water of the ice type thing.
I don't know because it's. That's 17.
The ice itself, definitively, you would be able to discern by its uniformity and the homogeneous nature of it throughout the entirety of the castle. There's no way that this was made by natural means.
Right. So
That the ice itself also seems to still bear some kind of, to be able to keep
like
this
residual.
in permafrost this long, it definitively bears some kind of magical properties to it for its creation and its maintenance.
Okay.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to stay like this.
Laverne,
Somebody's got to clean the food court.
who
I'm looking
casted
for a
spell that
janitor.
Froze everything over.
Someone
Walk
cast a
around.
spell? That's news to me.
Cold.
You're telling me that it just froze by itself.
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Hmm.
All right.
At the opposite end of the sitting garden, you can see that there is another glass archway, like a threshold, that leads into another garden. The one ahead of you is not frozen.
Is this one like in a greenhouse type deal?
The one that we are sitting in currently, it's not that it's in a greenhouse. It's that
No, I mean the next one that isn't frozen.
it would look like it would be, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like above us would be like kind of like this would be like a generalized courtyard where it's like there's no floor or anything above us. It's just what would be sky but inside cave.
For what you are in right now in the sitting garden,
Mm-hmm.
it is still a castle floor. In the room ahead of you, because there's still some distance, unless you guys are telling me you're approaching the threshold, I'm just saying that, like, at the 80 to, like, 100 feet for, like, the dark vision, you can see that there's glass again, The room within, you can see, especially for
Greenery.
300 feet of dark vision, you'd be able to see actual greenery. So, like, you don't see color still within dark vision. You
No,
see
but
shit in
lush
grays.
plants
You see
look
lush
away.
plants, yes, that are clearly not just, like, stagnant
Or
covered
like
in ice.
twisted up and dried.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I would also say just because you have enough... You guys have enough dark vision for the 300 feet, it would almost look like in the distance there probably is some light source within this room.
In the hallways anywhere where we've been walking, have there been frozen people at all or no?
Not in the areas we've been walking right now, no.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's odd that we haven't seen any guards frozen in place.
Yes, my thought was that perhaps in the rooms where there are no people, they are not frozen over. Thariel is able to release a frost from inside of her, and I wonder if whatever rite was performed simply had the people of Alglatha release this frost and freeze the rooms that they were in. But there is no one in the halls, so they would not have been frozen. As if the entire...
How big?
Oh,
how big's the
Ethier.
radius on
Do
your
you
ability?
think everyone in Alglatha can do what my special little girl can do?
I do not
On
know.
my like,
Yeah.
wind thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that.
So
You are not from here.
But that
10 feet.
Yeah,
My
okay.
ancestors
Could be.
could be.
So you're implying a coordinated freezing by what, the royals?
I think,
They would have had to have
Presuming-
been extremely mad. Like,
presuming
strong.
it was even possible for everyone to do it, I do not think it would have been coordinated because these people simply froze in place while they were drinking. I thought maybe there may have been some way that it was triggered.
Like
Probably. It was probably just a very tediously casted spell.
A spell of this strength to freeze a kingdom. It's got to be something strong. It's something.
no
very,
puny
very strong.
mortal cast this.
No mortal?
Something like a god would have to cast it.
Oh God!
I hate this.
What are those?
She's growing on me.
Damn! We love to see
She said,
it.
"What are those?" Something far greater
She's so
than you.
sassy.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I've already
God.
the
eaten
trio.
one.
You've already eaten one.
Godliness.
Yes.
I told him not to antagonize her. I'm not going to antagonize her.
What's another to me?
Which one
Which one?
did you eat?
Oh, one that was buried very nearby.
What did she eat?
It's delicious.
Which god?
You don't know names.
How could I?
It's not my right to tell you. Sometimes secrets are best kept. You all won't even hug me.
She did this.
Oh, she absolutely did.
Yeah,
100%.
she 100% she did this.
What if
this
that
is
was
her.
how she wound up with
What
her
if I did this?
patron?
I'm pretty sure her patron's the one that did this.
I didn't do this. I wouldn't be so cruel.
It's been at least 5 minutes, right, Vorst?
Hmm?
It's been at least 5 minutes, right, Vorst? Hold on. Oh, I have the
I'm
orb
not
of time.
wearing a watch.
I have the orb of time. I'll check the old orb of time.
Pull out my orb. Ponder
Yeah,
it
it's
for
like
a moment.
3:30. It's maybe
Okay,
been like
great.
20, 30 minutes.
Would you be willing to part with the information?
What information?
Which god you ate?
No, Felix.
Ooh, I won't even make a bargain for it.
No. Well, I would.
So I found something you're not willing to.
I would make a bargain with you for that.
What?
You concede your power to me.
Oh, that's a really bad bargain.
Not for the name of a god.
That's definitely a no.
What about Felthel's power? You can have this.
Hello! I see selling me again.
What are we doing?
I'm actively trying to keep him alive.
Inside your mind, I'm actively trying to kill him. Keep back.
It's It's like a greenhouse, you said, the space in front of us? Or it's another
It's a pool
garden?
house.
The
Like
second
an E5.
room would give more the vibe of, in the distance, a greenhouse. Again, I don't know if you guys are like walking up to the threshold. Like, when I'm giving a description of a room, like, my assumption is that we're here. Because I never want to assume that people go into a place too far in case there is something that I have prepared. So whenever I do descriptions, I'm always doing them as we are in a threshold.
Okay.
So I'm describing this area and then the little bit for what you guys can see in there, except for the people with the advanced dark vision for being able to see that there is living flora within.
Okay.
I probably would start walking into this room.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to keep walking,
Yeah.
I need to be told that. I don't want to assume falsely or unjustly.
Yeah. Are there any purple flowers that catch my eye from it being unfrozen?
Ooh.
Great.
So, within, I'm just gonna pull up the fucking stupid ass image. It's significantly easier.
When she turns into a giant baler and we have to run out of here.
You mean she's gonna crush cardboard?
The Baylor, not a
that?
Gaylord.
What's that?
Baylor.
She's gonna turn into a giant winged demon with a chain whip, and we have to run out of here.
I don't know. We've been there and done that.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting flashbacks.
No, she looks different.
Yeah.
Discernible.
God, for
Oh
fuck's
no, the
sake.
demon's showing us around the haunted, weird,
Yeah, 'cause
scary,
the
dead
idea
But
was
area.
this
that
time
my
we know
garden
it's a
image
demon.
didn't
Oh
upload.
no. See, we're getting better at this course. We know she's a demon. Thanks to Retora.
I feel like we knew it
Yeah,
was a
but
demon
now we
last
know.
time.
Now we really know.
For realsies this time.
We were skeptical.
We were
Wes.
suspicious for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but now we know.
Like, this guy's weak.
So,
the-
as you're
the devil-
approaching it,
no.
glass windows on the front, obviously still connected here to the sitting garden. The sitting garden's windows on our side is covered in ice. As you are towards the threshold going into the royal garden has larger 90-foot high ceilings. They angle upwards into almost like a dome. It's an offshoot from the back of the palace. So it is
It's a conservatory.
correct.
Cool.
So it's an exterior conservatory. It is, as a genuine thing, uniform on the way down. So, like, that's why the castle floor heights for me has to matter, because there's a conservatory matching on all floors. At the back end of the conservatory, you can see that there is an opening in the channel in the glass, that there is a chute that almost comes down, belaying into a fountain at the base. There are roughly like 12 to 14 different elongated wooden elevated platforms at which there are various plants and herbs potted in or growing directly out of soil. Roughly 20 feet, and then 60 feet on the ceilings hanging from the glass, elevated off of a singular thin chain. You can see that there is a single candled chandelier. Each chandelier is illuminating light, and it's daylight. It is specifically the 60 feet bright, 60 feet dim. So, like, as you're approaching, that's where it's like the wave and washing over of the actual natural sunlight hits you, and it's like, oh, fuck, this is a grow room.
Do Catherine and
Weed in here.
Oh, we gotta restock.
Yes, Catherine and Sabrina stop
The Hierophant.
at the threshold. Are like, cannot go, cannot enter. Also at the edges of the room, so along the walls, inlaid, extending out in about 5 foot wide troughs also, so like elevated platforms again for planting. You can see that there's various herbal bushes, so like big thorny bushes, butterfly bushes, things like that. And then in each corner of the room, there is roughly a 12 to 14 foot high, pretty small to like mid-sized blue wisteria tree, still with blue wisteria growing out from it. And on either side of the fountain are more of the bushes.
There are herbs in here that we recognize, such as like blood purge, silver bark, spellbane, any of those ones that we've seen before.
No.
Is there any lavender?
Yes.
I'll take a couple sprigs of that.
You walking into the garden.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I will say you step into the garden. Lavender will be one of the first potted areas right in front of you. There's like half a dozen to like 10 pretty sizable sprigs of lavender coming out. Pluck one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smells beautiful.
Yeah, I take a couple more sprigs and I just put them in my bag.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if anybody else is going inside.
I'll go in.
Yeah, I'll step in.
To the greenhouse? Yeah, I'll step in.
Sure.
Does Laverna step in?
Nope.
Guess it does bother her.
Sorry?
I'm gonna stay back at the threshold with the
With the vampires.
Oh.
with the vampire and the vampires and the
Just going
demons.
to chat with the other ladies, but I guess if you want to intrude first.
Never bother me any.
Don't let them make any deals. My God.
So about this baby you're going to have.
Oh, no.
I
mean, we
can't
tried
wait to
give
meet
it
it.
to me.
Yeah, but then she said it was
What
going to
can
be
I?
dangerous.
Again, I will be here to assist you in the birth if you should require assistance. Thank you. I know you understand. Oh, I love
Oh, no,
when
you
you
keep
baby.
going.
And I know that it's Sabrina too, because like the previous conversation they had, she'd be like, "I appreciate that. That's awesome, but also fuck you. Eat shit."
Other people inside the royal garden?
Yep.
Look for something called King's Tear. Look for anything like tear shaped.
It's not going to be here.
Why not? It's the royal gardens.
They weren't able to get it. I would think if it was here, they would have access to it.
Not necessarily.
I look anyway?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you not to, but
Yeah, I mean, there are. So I will pull up the images of the flower as a genuine thing. There is not anything from my recollection outside of the one teardrop for the Glory of the Snow, which is just like a, kind of a white, droopy, bold, slightly tear-shaped flower. There would be a section of those. It looks like it's similar flowers to what were contained inside of the sitting garden. The herbs and things like that would look like, for us, what we're familiar with, the small vine-like protrusions for like rosemary and thyme, sage. Like, this is designed to be a royal garden that is here for pleasure and for reverence. Also, there is still some use out of this. Like, the lavender and chamomile, like, are still going to get plucked for use. Sure. It's just, this is the royal.
but for like enjoying and
Yes.
like,
Correct.
you know, making teas with and
Correct.
enjoying them
Yes.
while talking with people.
Mm-hmm. Correct. You can make an investigation check, though,
A
Paul.
tea garden.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Anybody else looking for anything in particular while we're in here?
I want to look
Okay.
at these lamps.
The chandeliers, they're like
Yeah.
20 feet up, so like it's a single candle, but if you want to still observe them, I can
I would like
also
to
do
observe
that. Sure.
them.
Anybody else? You too.
I would just be asking Laverna why she's not stepping in.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I would walk up to like a handful of the plants and just inspect the quality of the dirt and see if it's like, I don't know, if there's anything magical to it, if it's something that is being kept, because like I don't see like a fucking sprinkler system. Like is the stuff being watered? Like is someone doing this? Is there a magical means that's causing this to happen? Is this regular dirt?
Yeah, I would say that you know, would you run your hands through it or like touch, like filter
Yeah,
through?
I would gently filter without disturbing the root systems
Yeah.
of whatever is in there.
Yeah, I would say that like definitively feels like it's good quality, rich, fresh soil. It also feels damp. Paul, you said nat 20 for your investigation?
Yes.
For King's Tears? Yeah, I would say that as you're perusing through, as a genuine thing, King's Tears was listed under the area for gems. It's not a
Oh, I
flower.
thought it was a flat. Why?
No, it wasn't under the list for herbs. So, like, I would say you're walking through and it's like, there's just this, like, peaceful moment of, like, wow, I'm not being fucking gaslit by that hag bitch over there. Oh, wait a minute. King's Tear's a goddamn gem. Why the fuck am I looking at the plants? And you said you're asking Laverna, why am I not? Why is she not?
It's literally a flower, and wow, fuck you.
Yep. I know. You're asking Laverna why she's not going inside? Oh, I don't want to. I don't feel welcome here.
You don't feel welcome in the greenhouse.
No.
Why?
Oh, here.
I mean, I could go in. I just don't want to.
Why not?
I don't feel welcome.
Why don't you feel welcome?
Well, she could go in.
Why don't I feel welcome?
Right.
Reminds me of someone.
Lover.
He
Would you
wasn't
like
here
to
for
be
any
one,
of them.
Nesgrim?
Would I like to be your lover?
Yes.
No.
You gotta get with my friends first.
Are you sure?
Very.
Why not? Why not your type, Nesgrim?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, what's your type?
Not hags.
Jeez.
He had a bad experience, okay?
It's a pretty short list, as a matter of fact.
What if I changed?
And you were no longer a hag?
Yes. Could you love me then?
Would you love me if I weren't a hag?
Maybe, but you'll always be a hag, so...
Well, that's not true. What if I stopped?
Then just stop.
I don't want to.
Well, then I don't want...
Well, but if you told me you would love me, maybe I would think about it.
Do you need to be invited in? Is that why you can't come into this room?
No. I could step in. And she just takes a foot and just places it inside of the royal garden. I just don't feel welcome.
Don't want to.
I can, but I don't want
Honestly,
to.
I think she's gaslighting, gatekeeping, and growth.
Honestly, wow. I did not think John would outwoman us.
Thank you.
This is so rude.
He's just trying to be the milk for DJ.
I mean,
when she says that it reminds her of like somebody,
Yeah.
do her eyes dart to any part of the greenhouse behind me?
Mm,
Which part?
to the left.
To her left, right? To
Mhm.
my right?
Mm-hmm.
Bed left.
I would just kind of glance it over where
As
she
soon
looks.
as you glance, she puts a hand on your back. Nesgrim.
I wouldn't turn around. I would.
Oh, but still, if you're...
You're deviating, Laura.
Yeah, like if you're going like this and she's here, she's... Nesgrim.
And I'll just step further in and away from her reach.
Oh, she would step in with you.
Uh,
Are you all right? You seem worried.
Step further in.
She would step in with you.
she's still holding.
Oh, yeah, she would keep her hand on your shoulder. Are you all right?
Laverna,
Nesgrim, are you letting someone step where they can again?
What?
I'm
you
kinda
never
good.
got to tell me any stories about your childhood.
You never asked.
Consider this me asking.
Do you want to know, or are you just trying to pry?
A little bit of both, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll inside check you. Oh goody. Oh, goody.
78.
Yeah, no, I would say
She's got a big pee-pee.
I'm a 22 or a 23. I don't remember off the top of my head for her insight check.
I wasn't lying.
Sure.
I do want to pry, but I do
Yeah,
also genuinely want to
Sure. You had a very interesting childhood.
She let go of my shoulder yet?
I would say, yeah, she begins to reminisce.
Great. A step away from her.
Oh. Nesgrim. Are you nervous at a woman's touch?
You reconnect with your long lost daughter. I'm gonna go look at plants.
I'm gonna
Why
nudge.
do I chase him?
I'm gonna nudge Catherine and Sabrina.
As I'm like realizing there's no king's tier, I'm like, fuck. Because you can't have him. And I'm just like, like maybe there's gems here. I'm just buried in the dirt. That's where I'd put him.
Nesgrim, start smashing the walls!
There'd be gems in here.
There be gems in the
I
moles.
grew up here. Spent loving time with my mother and father. Learned everything I could do through them. Brilliant people.
What was your relationship like with your father?
Wonderful.
Did you?
Until it wasn't.
What changed?
He changed. Or I changed. It's hard to say. I don't want to be biased in how I present my relationship with my father. It's complicated.
Did you spend a lot of time in here?
In the royal garden? Of course I did.
I just hold up the lavender sprig and kind of just like twist it between my fingers and see if she has any response to it.
Not my favorite flower.
Is it not your namesake?
Lavender.
Laverna?
Lavender.
Lavender.
Ask your doctor if Lavenderna's right for you.
Nicholas Hagging.
I suppose you could say it's quite like me. Very sweet.
While that's happening, I'm going to look at where Laverna glanced to see if I could find what she was glancing at.
Yeah, you can see that there is a small threshold into a smaller little room. Mm-hmm. You're going to walk over in that direction?
I'll let you finish up with Chell, but yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Did you enjoy coming into the gardens?
Well, of course I did. It's beautiful in here. It's peaceful. It's very reverent. Clear my mind.
Did you have as good of a relationship with your mother as you did your father?
Mom was a bit more fickle. She came and go.
How long was she away?
Depended. She was very busy.
With?
All kinds of things. She was a very well-known woman.
Or?
Oh, for her connections.
Like?
Like pulling teeth.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Jeez.
I'm just curious. I've never heard of your parents. You know so much
She
about
was an
mine.
herbalist. She was known for making medicines, as was my father. It's where he met her. Fell in love. The usual thing. Beautiful little medicine garden they shared together.
Was this the garden that they met in?
No, not here.
Where?
Different garden.
Was it within Alglatha?
Oh, yes, of course. My father worked there. This was not his primary garden, you see.
Where was his?
Oh, he worked in the royal courtyard.
I'm assuming that's higher up.
Oh, no, that's right outside the front entrance.
Is that also frozen over?
No.
Interesting. What were your parents' favorite flowers?
Let me think. I'd say my father loved mistletoe most because it reminded him of her. Can't really say if I know what my mother's favorite flower would have been.
Did they fight a lot?
Not so much fought, but disagreed. They were both very intelligent but stubborn people.
Would you say that any of these disagreements would lead to your mother leaving?
Perhaps.
Are you aware that her armoire is no longer in their bedroom?
Oh yes, Mom passed away long ago.
And what of her furniture? He kept some but not others?
Well, that was his choice, not mine. I'm not my father's keeper.
Who'd you like better?
Who's your favorite?
You like mom or dad better?
Neither. I liked them both equally.
No.
Did you spend more time with
Everyone
your
has a
mother or
favorite.
father?
I spent more time with my father when I was young. But again, then grew distant with him when we disagreed on things in the kingdom.
Such as?
How to handle certain affairs.
Like botany affairs or?
Affairs.
Affairs.
Aren't they the same? It's all about growing things. That's our family legacy.
Ew.
We're going to stop there.
Well,
Which one, John? I love that. She's growing on me. Fuck!
Oh no, she's hot!
For 5 minutes!
thank you all very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Oscar, thank you for the resub. And earlier today, Sadist Wizard, thank you very much for the follow and for your kind comment on YouTube. We really appreciate it. We will be back again on Friday for the Lost Kings of Edoras at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then next Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time again for the City of Oshuamp, which is this campaign. So we'll see you Friday, and then we'll see you next Monday. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.